Hello and welcome to the grand finale of the 2018 All Shortcuts plus Olmec tournament. I know we've got a couple new people in the chat right now, so I'm just going to go over a couple things about what we're racing and also what the tournament looks like so far. My hotkeys don't work. Oh man, this is working just a second ago. Man, there's always something that goes wrong here. Alright. All Shortcuts plus Olmec. So these runners are going to be starting with a blank save file. They're going to begin by completing the tutorial that every new player has to tackle before moving on to the main game. They're going to make quite a few deliveries to the Tunnel Man, who will help them unlock shortcuts. There's 3 separate instances of delivering bombs, the same with ropes. They also have 3 deliveries involving 10,000 dollars, shotgun, as well as the golden key. Finally, they'll finish by beating Olmec and exiting through the exit door. So, the 2018 AS+O tournament. The runners have been qualifying through the entire month of September, getting a preliminary time that they were seeded with. We actually had 27 entrants this year from the 626 Moss ranking members. Actually, we had one additional member join as a result of the tournament, Yandy. Unfortunately, he was knocked out in the first round, but definitely great to see that the community is growing and also seeing some older players come back to the community. Then we've been holding a double elimination bracket throughout the month of October, and you can see the challenge link there. I'll also link it in chat. It's one of my favorite things. You can also make some predictions on the remaining races, so go there at your leisure. And my keys are no longer working. Alright, so who's left in the tournament? Well, we're going to have an opening race, the upper bracket finals between DT and Speff. The winner of that race will go on to the grand finals, and the loser of that race is going to go to the winner of the remainder lower bracket. We're going to have Krill versus Ix, that's me. We're going to have Mazrak versus Chocolate Cake 50,000. The winner of those two will go into the next round. The winner of that round will play the loser of the upper bracket finals. And finally, we'll have a best of 3 grand finals. I wanted to spend just a minute on each of the remaining runners to give a sense of who these people are. We'll start with DT, since he's the highest on Moss ranking. He is in fact the former Moss ranking world champion, and in fact still number 2 overall, still very active in the community. He also has the current number 2 in the any percent discipline, hell percent, and the number 3 low percent. Kenny pointed this out to me this morning, but DT has actually held the world record in each of the 17 Moss point categories at some point, including he held the former All Shortcuts plus Olmec world record from November 15th to October 10th, 2016. He is our top-ranked Canadian runner, and I don't know why these keys. Alright, we got Speff as well. Speff is, of course, the Finnish champion. He is number 3 overall in Moss ranking, and I would characterize him as a true real-time attack god. He grinded the tutorial percent down and was able to beat a couple of teleporter runs just with optimized movements, couple of really interesting bomb strategies. Hopefully we'll see a couple of them in some of the races today. There's also really good loading times, which helped a little bit. In addition to that, he is an amazing AS+O PB. He just recently beat me in the all characters category, just number 2 behind Kenny Jup, and also number 3 in AJE behind Kenny, and I believe Bump Commando is still number 2. He shocked the community recently with his Ujat run, the only runner who's ever completed it so far, and I should also note that he's not just a Spelunky player. He is still the number 1 Marble Madness runner, and I found out again from Kenny Jup that Speff considers Elastomania his true primary game. I'm not sure if this is completely accurate, but I believe he's number 2, or definitely in the mix for the world champion of that game. Also very impressive times on Celeste, as well as Chippendale Rescue Rangers that the community got into pretty recently. Next up, we've got Krill, our Swedish champion, currently number 4 overall on Moss ranking, and importantly, he's our reigning champion from the 2017 version of the same tournament. He's also been the 2-time former score world record holder, first with the with the first 3.2 million bested by Kinejup, and then the first 3.46 million also bested by Kinejup with maybe a couple extra gold bars or an extra gem here and there. He also recently came back to the community and set the no gold world record, also his own any percent record, and that still stands to this day. Probably one of my favorite runs of all time was his no gold True Pacifist Hell run, suggested by Derek Yu at AGDQ 2016. Krill actually pulled off that run within 24 hours of that event, and just the timing of that, the importance of that, makes it one of the all-time best runs ever. It's since been passed in sheer speed, but the fact that he got it so quickly and really showed us the way, what the strategies are to make that run possible, are going to be just forever immortalized. Jake referred to him as the OG memer in the last broadcast. He's invented the snowball run, or at least was the first to complete it. He also made progress on the shield run, max shield. I think he was the first to do a competitive draining Olmec run, so definitely one of my favorite runners to watch his old VODs of. Next up we got Mazarak, so our highest rated competitor remaining from the United States. He is the number 1 overall seed in this tournament, putting in an incredible personal best of 17 minutes. He's really climbed up the Moss ranking formula overall with a couple of recent score runs that are really impressive. He also held the score world record for about 24 to 48 hours a couple days before Kinney took it out again. He also won the Scoreathlon Championship and was the first person to complete the Jumbo Money Run in a competitive speedrun sense. $1 million in about 20 minutes. The image on the right shows him very famous for doing these terrible mobility score runs. I think he had better mobility in his actual world record, but that's definitely how I think of Mazarak, that anytime he gets an Ujedi and a Matic, he's off to the races. Still competing for that score world record right now. Our next runner is our, I believe, top runner from Maryland. According to the Spelunky Show-like podcast that I was on recently, I'm one of the world record speedrunners and all-around Spelunky experts. A couple of world records that you can see there. One of my favorite moments was actually being on the couch for Kinejup at AGDQ 2018. And a couple of relevant world records are my low percent ASO, no gold ASO. Anyhow, also the real-time attack sub-ranking leader, but I think that's going to end now that I've pointed that out. Saturnin recently added the all achievements run to that discipline, and that let me jump ahead of Kinejup, for example. Alright, finally we've got Chocolate Cake 5000, also known as Chocolate Cake 50,000. He actually holds a world record in Yo Noid 2 Game of the Year Edition. A level in that called Cappy, also the PID world record holder, and has quite a few other speedruns on SRC. He's the current 193rd best person in Celeste, so very, very impressive set of runs by him. Anyways, those are our runners. We're going to start off with a race between Spef and DT. Let me introduce the casters for this. We've got Tic Tac Toe and Jake on commentary.
Hi, I'm Tic Tac Foe.
All right. And Jake, are you still around?
Yeah, I'm here.
Great. Well, I'll let the two of you cast this race, and the runners, I think you're waiting in an SRL room. You can start at any time, and I'll sync your streams. But I'm going to take myself off mic. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck to you, too. Alright, so hello everyone. First race is the upper bracket finals. As Ick said, it's going to be Spef versus DT. T is kind of like the old god, and Spef is kind of like the new god. T took a break from Spelunky, but he came back for this tournament. So,
Yeah, and T took like the break between last year's tournament and this year's tournament, so he's kind of turning into like the pro ASO killer.
Yeah, they're off. Okay, so both runners, they know how to each do tutorial fast, but T doesn't do the normal strats, and Spef does his own strats. So they both do the non-traditional strats, but Spef is Beths are faster while T's cost them a little bit of time. So, but that's normally made up in the actual game because they both play really, really fast. So one level difference can just change everything. So as we saw from the cards, T does have the better PB, but they're both just really good runners in a race that doesn't matter too much. It's more about consistency up to a certain point. Oh wait, no, I was read that wrong. It was Spef has the better PB, but T had the better seeding time. So again, they're still pretty close though. Okay, so we're both through the tutorial, the second part. Going into the third part, you see Spef's ahead a little bit.
And tutorials really where you see where each runner starts to show off their technical skill, because the tutorial's always the same, so you can really make that much better in making your run.
Okay,
But
so
like Jake was
pretty
saying,
much
it doesn't
even.
matter too much once we get into the actual race.
Yep, there was about a couple second difference there, but that shouldn't matter too much. Alright, so Spef is off. They're both off. This is now the real game. Same game that everyone else played. This could be the first level that a player has ever seen. Kind of cool to think, considering this is, such high level play.
Yeah, and like we saw on the PowerPoint, they're going to be just delivering one bomb, so we'll be seeing using ropes and bombs right away in this early level, which if you were doing like a normal run, you generally wouldn't do. You want to keep your resources, but they're going to be using them as often as they can to make it go quick.
Right, like you just saw Spef spend a bomb. He's got 2 left now, so he can only spend 1 more. T's only has 1 bomb left to spend. They're both really just running with their resources. T's gonna use his last bomb there. So if he gets a blocked off spider level, he's pretty much screwed. But that's pretty rare. And no commentator curse. Okay. Oh, there he could have used a bomb too. Alright, so he's gotten some pretty awful levels here that puts him about 7. Oh no!
Oh,
He's okay. Yeah,
just getting that out of the way now.
Man. That put him about a half level behind. Just because of sheer level RNG.
Yeah, and while there is a little bit of level RNG, there are some noticeable generations where racers will know, like, the exit's here because I can see this set of blocks, and that's where they know to use a bomb to cut through and go a little bit quicker.
Right, that's always the thing that people are always mesmerized by. It's like, how did you know the exit was there? It's like, because this subroom looks like this, and I know that the exit has to be there. It's like almost process of elimination, but really, really quickly. Okay, so Spef's gonna use all of his bombs by 1-3, and T's just entering 1-3 right now. So yeah, about a level difference between them. But as we'll talk about later, the splits get more and more. They get longer and longer as we go on, with one exception. But so if you die at any point, you lose more and more time as you get later into the run.
Which kind of puts the pressure on the longer the run goes, too.
Exactly. So now we have Spef's going to take a reset. He's going to go into the 10,000 gold split. And T is going to be right behind him. So T made up some time there with just some fast platforming.
And this part of the race is pretty much a sprint until the first real technical split. So, like we were saying, we're going to see a lot of quick levels here, going as fast as we can to that first technical split, which is the shotgun split.
Right, and each of these runners knows how fast the other one is, so they know that they can't pause to get extra gold lying around or stuff like that. They're going to pretty much go for whatever's in their path and only deviate if they have to. And also,
right now,
you're going to see... Yeah, go ahead.
Right now they're on the 10K split, so they have to collect 10,000 gold. And here's where we can start to see a few decision making besides going quickly. And here's one right now by DT. He's going to go down the snake pit and get a Maddock to help the next split go a little bit quicker.
And this is also one of our double delivery splits. So what happens is, at the end of each of these deliveries, the tunnel man will be there and ask you for the deliverable that you just collected. And then if you're going between areas, like this one would be between the mines and the jungle, you can go to the end of the jungle and he'll appear again.
Oh,
Steph tried to do
Oh,
it,
no.
but he got eaten by a Mantrap, and T has a Matic, so he could probably continue with it. Steph's gonna have to go back to the shortcut, which puts them about even, where T is probably ahead if he can get this double delivery in.
Yeah, and this is Spelunky. You will see some deaths. If you're gonna die, it's better to die early in your split, because you won't have lost as much time as if you died in like 4th level.
And T even has some extra bombs here. Oh, and he's gonna take a black market. This
Nice find.
is kind of risky because sometimes you can get random aggro in the black market, but he's on 2-3. Even if that happens, he would only have to deal with it for 1 level. So Speff is also in 2-3. That black market was pretty fast, but Speff is kind of flying through these levels. That even with that death that he took, is where T had a bit of a tiny lead. Now they're pretty much even.
Bubbles.
Hank's bubbles. He's gonna live. Okay. I wonder if that was
Everything's
calculated.
fine.
That frog was so close. If he got hit by that frog, he was dead. Okay, so we're just a couple seconds. Speff is going to be ahead though because he gets to do the quick restart, while T has to do the walk to the jungle shortcut.
And I like and hate that walk. I don't like it because it's a time sink, right? But as watching it, it shows that they are creating these shortcuts and there is a bit of progression in the game.
That's true, and also it doesn't lose that much time to have to do it early. It only loses about 2 or 3 seconds, and T was actually looking in that specialty shop. I wonder if there was a teleporter, he would have taken it. There's a Speff finding a Dead or Restless level, and a shop, which you want on the next split. So we'll talk about that a little bit right now, because they're going to be on it in a second. The shotgun split, which is pretty infamous. They need a shotgun to progress to the ice caves, which can only come from a shopkeeper, a vault, or a Dead or Restless level.
Sometimes a really lucky crate.
Yeah, or a crate, you're right, or a crate, or in the crust.
Yep.
But you don't really see that. So they're both going to be looking for one. You can get trolled on it, but if you're playing like uber safe, you can always take the vault if there is one. But you're really looking for like the black market, for instance, like Speff.
Oh, good find on Speff's side.
Yeah, and that's a formation for a shop for T. So they both get instant shops, which is good. We like seeing it being fair.
And
Speff-
8 minutes into the shotgun split, this is really quick.
Yeah, they're not going to slow down for anything. Speff doesn't get a jetpack, but he takes the green gloves.
Wonder if Speff's gonna go for the Ankh. Doesn't look like it.
Oh, and T gets a cape.
There we go. Use all those
Yeah.
bombs, get the Ankh.
You always hate to see the Dead or Restless right after you rob.
Yeah, it's that troll because Dead or Restless would be good because you can blow up Ash's graveyard and then not have aggro of the shopkeep, which makes the split a lot easier. And there's Black Market for DT too.
Oh, wow, he's just getting all the shotgun choices. Let's see what he can do. If he could do this fast, then it's worth it. If not, then it really wasn't. Oh, he had Diagro.
Oh, he got Diagro. That's really lucky. Or
you see,
calculated.
Oh yeah, it was Diagro because he got aggro on 2-1, and then he left on 2-3 with the snail stunning him. So if you leave with him being glitched out 2 levels after you get the aggro, you get the aggro.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so T is actually in a really good position right now for what we call the triple delivery, which, if you don't know, the triple delivery is like we talked about before, the double delivery, where you can go to multiple deliveries within one run. But for this one, you have to go through the mothership, which is always scary. You have to go through
Exciting
the mothership
mothership.
and then go to the end of the ice caves. Oh, Speff dies, but he had the Ankh, so it should be okay. We'll see if he continues to go for the triple delivery, knowing how risky the mothership can be sometimes. But if
Like
he's
it.
watching T, then he might have to. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. And almost frozen too. Spaff pulling out some moves.
And T's into the mothership. So he's going to deliver his 3 bombs and then continue on, hoping to go to the end for the 3 ropes.
I'll even find some insurance ropes right in a crate in the mothership. Kind.
And Spaff is going into 3-3 right now. Oh, that bomb. Okay. This is pretty scary. They're both just flying through this. There's been no real mistakes yet besides Spaff's death, which even had the insurance of the Ankh. And T's through the mothership.
So T still has to just do 1 more Ice Caves level, and then we'll be able to deliver 3 ropes. And then we'll be into the most technical and probably the
That was
most
so smart.
nerve-wracking part, the key split.
Oh my god. If you were watching Spaff there, that was so smart. What he did, he threw a bomb, and then I think he threw another bomb.
To get...
Yeah, with,
wow.
with B, with his bomb button to get the cascade on the side of the mothership. Unless I saw that wrong and he just got the perfect throw. I'm pretty sure I saw him throw another bomb, though.
Looks like he just delivered the 3 bombs and reset for the 3 rope.
Yeah, that's kind of smart. I mean, he had the climbing gloves, but he also had aggro, which is really hard to deal with on a mothership because you're going upwards. So now T is looking for his golden key, which is on this level because he saw the Ujidai chest. So he's going to have to do some exploring here to find it.
Oh, arrow traps.
Yeah, that was smart. That was smart.
Yeah, it's a reset there. He was down to 1 HP. Wasn't too far into the key split, so it's advisable to just reset, get your full health back, and start over.
And he knew where Spaff was at this point. He knew that it wasn't that much of a risk to reset there.
Yeah, the racers are allowed to screen watch, so DT, seeing that Spaff was still on the 3 rope split, knows that he has a little bit of time to do that reset. And there's a good throw for Spaff. Doesn't need that extra bomb. Oh yeah, it does.
He does, because he doesn't have any ropes. Let's see what
that's
he
right.
does. Oh, he got it. Okay. So now T has his key, and Spaff is onto the key split. T could have bought bombs there, but he chose not to.
And this is the key split's the split where you'll see maybe racers do some shopping or save a damsel more than you would in any other split, just because it's a really long split. You have to deliver the key all the way through the ice caves.
Right, and if you die at any point, you have to go all the way back to the mines.
Oh no, Doggo.
He could have sacrificed it maybe for a cape or something, but he's just going fast. He's not thinking about stuff like that. He's just going for it.
Spaff found an easy key on 1-2, is right on the way to the exit.
That key. Okay, we're good. Yep, this is where it's kind of RNG because you can have an awful key, or you can have an amazing key like Spaff got. Another specialty shop, no jetpack.
Compass would have been nice, but it's 4,500, I think, on 1-3. Spaff not having enough money for it.
Okay, so T's into the jungle. He's on 2-2, while Spaff is about 2 levels behind or so. Yeah, this is still pretty even. You get one set of bad levels or a wet fur or something, and it's right back even.
Those are really good water jumps by DT.
And he had the vine for insurance, too. There's another character. Oh, that's what I always love about it. T always can recognize the black market really fast. And Spaff gets a black market, too.
Nice.
Now we're even. This game has just, like, given them just equal opportunity the whole time. It's been really nice to see that neither one of them gotten slighted.
Looks like both of them are opting to just go straight through the market and get into the next level.
I think that's smart. They could have gone for Spaff. No, he's not taking it. He could have taken that pretty free because it's at the end of the roulette shop.
I think he might have needed to catch up to DT at this point.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if that was the right play by Spaff.
This is arguably the safer play.
It's definitely safer, but he knows that if T dies at any point here or in the temple, he's pretty much in the same position. Wow, that's a really tough call.
And they're making these decisions in like less than seconds.
Right. That's gonna be the one that people talk about. Oh,
Look at
also
these
this
bees!
is the bees and the man trap. That was scary. So this is the upper bracket finals. So whoever loses this does get another elimination. So this is not their last race for either racer.
And that can kind of affect your game plan going into the race too. Knowing that you're still alive in the tournament, you can just push.
Oh, definitely. That may have gone into Spef's decision there. Although you never want to lose.
Right.
You never even like think about it. Oh, if I don't take this jetpack, I could still lose and be fine. Like that's not really in the mindset.
Wrong way for Spef.
And T's in the temple, and he takes a reset, which is smart. He had pretty bad layout there. He was short on health. What is Spef gonna do here? Yep. Okay.
But yeah, DT in strong control this race right now. Only needs to defeat Olmec, get through this temple to do that.
Swamp chest. Wow. Okay, so Spef's on the he's on the right side. Thank goodness. He's getting some pretty bad temple layouts right now, which is what Spef wants to see.
And Spef may have to reset once they get to the temple. They don't have a lot of resources to continue
Unless he
on.
robbed that shop.
Ooh, yeah. But on 3-4, I think he just wants to get the key delivered.
Yeah, he just wants to get the hell out of there. Okay, so we're both in the temple. T is onto Olmec. And we'll see. If T can't do safe strats here, he could go up to grab some bombs or resources up top. But knowing where Spef is, that may be risky. Oh, he's just doing the one bomb strat.
Hoping for no zoo on Olmec here, and there's some zoo.
T is just really good at Olmec, though. He does have one flub in his low percent PV, which is on Olmec, but with 2 extra ropes, he should be okay. Now just grab the rope correctly, and he's out.
Well done.
Wow, sub 18.
That's really fast.
That's incredible. That's incredible. And Spef's just, he was so close. This would have beaten any other runner.
Yep. Anything under sub 20 is just, it blows my mind. Crazy.
Oh wow, look at this. Let's see if Spef can finish here. He probably knows what already happened, but I'm sure he wants to finish. This would still be a solid time.
What a 4-3 here.
Yeah, he's gonna take the bombs.
You love to see a bomb shop right before Olmec. It's like, oh, thank you for the free Olmec win.
Right. Thank you, sir. I took this in a in one of my races of the tournament. I found a bomb shop on 4-3.
Nice. So we'll probably see a cascade bomb strategy by Spef. You just put 6 bombs on a line, make a nice hole for Olmec to dive into. Good to go.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm always scared to do that full cascade, because if you time it incorrectly, you just blow yourself up, and it's, well...
And there goes Spef at 19-12. What a great run, too.
Yeah, definitely nothing to be ashamed of. Really good showing.
Yeah, I think that one level in the ice caves pretty much hurt him really badly, where he had to spend like 45 seconds going back and forth.
Sometimes that's all it takes. All right. Sounds good.
So while we wait for the next runners, we could talk a little bit about what happens from here on out. Let me just pull up the bracket. So right now, since we had T win there, he's going into the grand finale, which means that he plays whoever finishes the entire losers bracket. Lower bracket, sorry.
Lower bracket.
Lower bracket.
The cool bracket.
So Speff, because he lost in the upper final, he goes all the way to the lower bracket final. So he doesn't have to play again until we see the other 4 races who are playing today battle it out to get to him. He's sitting on the throne waiting at the end of the lower finals, and then you got T, who's sitting on the throne waiting in the upper bracket final.
I like
So
these
it's kind of like
tiers
the
of
Elite
thrones.
Four. Right, it's like the Elite Four in Pokemon.
There you go.
So we got the next race that we're going to be seeing is Mazarek versus Chocolate Cake 5000, which is one of our lower bracket 5th place races.
We'll get to see who represents the United States of America in this AS+O tournament.
Oh, that's true. They're the only. That's interesting. They're the last American runners. Shows that Americans are not good at Spelunky, except for Maz and Kenny. I always like that we're a international community.
Oh yeah, and definitely if anyone's looking to join the Spelunky community, there's a very active Discord. I don't have a link for it. I'm sure someone in chat does, but there's a new race bot they just added. It's called Crocbot. And if you ever want to race this category, the All Shortcuts plus Olmec, or any percent race or anything like that, definitely set those up very easily. You don't have to make an account like you would on SRL or some other racing site. It's super easy, super welcoming. Anyone can come and ask for help. We'll get you squared away.
Okay, so we have their streams pulled up here. We can take a look at the cards. Maz was our top seed into this tournament, though he has fallen to the lower bracket at the hands of Speff, who just lost to DT. So unlike and Chocolate Cake, who was our number 10 seed into this tournament.
So we actually have both runners getting ready. Mazarek is still missing his overlay, and there it goes. But I'll let the two of you cast. They're readying up in the Discord channel so we can see when they take off.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, we'll get started in a little bit here. They're just getting ready. They're going to do the countdown for their race. So yeah, unlike the race that we just saw in the upper bracket, this is a lower bracket race. So whoever loses this is out of the tournament.
We got Chocolate Cake in his lucky cool glass green girl skin.
And Maz using his Eskimo that he's known for.
And what both racers are doing right now, it's called the black screen glitch.
Blackout glitch.
Blackout glitch. What it does is you do a certain button combination on your keyboard controller, whatever, and it allows you to start the tutorial with 4 bombs and 4 ropes, which you normally wouldn't, which lets the racers go through these 3 levels that much.
Right, and Chocolate Cake has his custom skin for the tutorial. Yang
Tank's
with
so
his,
good.
It's so weird. It's so interesting, as I should say.
I'm sad the Tank's not in the diary as well.
Oh, that would be great. Like how the shops have the wanted poster based on your skin.
That'd be great.
It would be so good. You have the little tank sitting. No, just like the alien out of the tank, doing all the stuff, and then he goes into the tank for the tutorial. Oh, it'd be so good.
Next tournament, we'll get that going.
I'm sure you can do it. I'm sure there are art files in the game files that you can swap out for the journal. That gets like scary though. You can put anything you want. You can put any art file you want in the journal.
Dear. But both racers into their first split, the 1 bomb split. You'll see this sprint again to the shotgun split, going as fast as we can to get these over with.
Yeah, like we said last time, these early splits, they're going to be relatively even. It comes down to level RNG, and sometimes one runner plays a little faster with them just based on platforming skill. But these runners should be pretty close considering where we are in the tournament and how safe you have to play for a race.
Now, what I want to see is a teleporter find on one of these early splits and using it to go to the exit that much quicker, showing off that there is some RNG with the teleporter use, but you can manipulate it pretty well to go through levels quickly.
Yeah, but like if you're grabbing the teleporter and you're looking down everywhere, it becomes pretty much the same as low percent.
That's fair, yeah.
Mad's using a bomb to deploy 3 arrow traps there. Okay, so we're both in the one rope split. Yeah, this is pretty much the point where if you die, it's only like a 30-second loss or so, and depending on how late you get into the split.
Yeah, the first time a death like really matters is during your shotgun splits, or if you die really late split. It's not too detrimental.
Because this is a roguelike permadeath game, no matter where you die, you have to go back to the first level. Oh, that. Okay.
All right. Still alive.
Okay. I didn't know that you could live that with iframes. I thought you died no matter what. Apparently, I'm wrong. Okay. Chug King is actually the master of iframes. Yesterday, and I missed it, but he iframed through like 4 tiki traps.
That's why he gets to wear the cool shades.
Exactly. He's like, I don't care.
Maz actually overtaking Chocolate Cake there to the 10k split quicker.
And he gets ropes. He wanted, I'm sure, bombs in there so that he can guarantee the double delivery. And Chocolate Cake takes 3 damage on 1 level, which is okay, but it just means that he's just gonna have to either reset or collect a couple damsels.
Yeah, I gotta play a little safer. You saw him kind of pause for that arrow trap at the exit to make sure the arrow's not gonna get a hit on him.
Ooh, he could take the Matic here. He's choosing not to in case of a random enemy being in the snake pit.
I think that's a good play, especially if you're at, 2 HP now, but continuing a double split with not a lot of health is always a little nerve-wracking.
And we got Maz having to deal with the spider, another crate of ropes where he wanted bombs. What is that hired help? Okay. Okay, gets all these skins. Maz needs more money. He needs $1,000. He needs $500. He kills the spider for it. Let's see if he continues with 3 bombs, because the next split is 2 bombs, so you'd only have 1 effectively for the jungle.
And that's kind of in the back of the mind of the racers too. It's like, do I want to continue on the double split?
Did you see that whip by?
Yeah, that was really good on the big spider there.
How did he not get hit? How?
Those cool shades. That's all you need.
It's those cool shit. That was crazy. It must have been like pixel perfect. I swear he was inside the spider. Okay, that's one way of going with it. He's just going for it, man. he knows how fast Maz is.
Yeah, we're at the point where you're not gonna face a slow racer anymore. It's you gotta have your near perfect or perfect run to continue on in the tournament.
I wonder if he would have taken something from that shot. So like we said, now Maz has no bombs left, so if he gets a blocked off level, he has to reset.
Yeah, because he has to save the 2 bombs for the delivery right here.
And he gets through. So he's going to have to go to the jungle shortcut for the rope split. Up 2 levels behind. And he gets a black market. I don't know about this take for black market, because they can pretty often be blocked off, and he needs his 2 bombs.
It's true. See how it goes. There's that helping hand again, looking good.
not blocked off, but this is not friendly.
Yeah, tiki traps and ladders are always a fun combination to handle. You always have to take a second and be like, how does this work again? And then you just go for it.
Maz is going into... He's through 1.5 levels of the 2 rope split. He gets a Dead or Restless, traditional Dead or Restless on the wrong split.
You do like seeing those in your jungle splits, though, because it generally means you're not going to see any frogs or monkeys in the monkey traps. So it can be easier, but it still has its own unique enemies and problems that go along with it. Maz is looking to finish up this this 2-rope split here, and we'll be into the first technical split of the race, your shotgun split. Oh, that boomerang on Chocolate Cake. Just nicking him. There we see Jake has an easy shop right away here. Decides to whip the shopkeeper. You can pick up the damsel and just throw it at the shopkeeper for a safe shotgun. But does manage to get it. This is a ridiculous level for Maz. Tiki Village, bees. Was lucky to even find the shop here. He gets the royal jelly for extra HP. Chocolate Cake having a similar problem with a difficult level. Doing his best to get through it. Down to 1 HP. I lost Jake here for a sec, so... Hi everyone, it's just me. And one nice thing about the shotgun split, you see Maz right there, you can use it on the shotgun. You can use it on the shopkeep, whatever's in your way. You see a good shotgun jump by Maz. It allows you to jump up 3 spaces instead of 2. A little extra mobility. But Chocolate Cake made it to his shotgun split. There's a vault there, but it's an early vault, so we'll see Chocolate Cake get hit there. Wow. That boomerang, man. Saying no. And here's some more bees for Maz. Gonna get a second royal jelly. Nope, gonna opt to just get the shotgun split done. I don't know how. Okay, Chocolate Cake finally goes down. Was just muscling through all those enemies there. But we'll have to reset the shotgun split. And like we were talking about earlier, the shotgun split is kind of the first technical split. And oh, Chocolate Cake just missing a black mark there. Welcome back, Jake.
And I'm back.
But we saw Maz make the shotgun delivery. Chocolate Cake's still working on it.
Was there any, so did Maz get it from a Dead or Restless, or what did he?
He stole it from a 2-1 shop and took it through the rest of the split.
Gotcha.
Did a
Okay,
reset.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so Chocolate Cake still needs his, he still needs his shotgun, but doesn't look like he's gonna get. Oh wait, shop at the end. Let's see what
Nice, good shop right at
Jetpack?
the end there.
Oh, he gets the jetpack.
That's a great shop.
He should. Oh, if he really wanted to, he could take the teleporter to 2-4 and then grab the shotgun from that guy. That's like risky, but he kind of has to do it because he's a full split behind. But he chose not to. Good choice because it's dark.
Oh no, it's dark.
And Maz gets the altar broken. And he dies.
Oh wow! Just an ice cube falling forever. That's not too terrible for Maz, but it does give Chocolate Cake a chance to do a little bit of a catch-up here. He does find the exit there.
Yeah. Okay, so this is way more even now. That's good. Yeah, now Chocolate can't do the 3 bomb delivery. Oh, he's going for it. He's looking for a crate.
Yeah, Jetpack's going to allow that extra mobility, so he'll be able to look through almost the entire level to try to find it.
This is risky.
Yeah, this is a very risky
bomb
play.
shop, random bombs in the crust from something blowing up, something along those lines.
But it's that chance he could take that puts him ahead here. He could have reset because he saw if he saw Maz die, and they would be relatively tied up. But now Chocolate Cake might just be wasting time. Check the left side of this level here. Ooh, last chance.
One more chance.
Could find it in the mother. Oh no.
Wait,
oh,
crate.
there's a crate.
Crate. He gets it. Yes.
Failed.
I love the sunglasses. The sunglasses proving true today. He just doesn't care.
Excellent gamble. Meanwhile, Maz, oh my. Dropping UFOs from the sky. Maz did get the delivery of their 3-bomb, is on the 3-rope split. Oh, Cake going down in the mothership.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
Alright, sounds good. Very difficult, mothership always is. It sometimes just feels like you can control the chaos, but normally it's just regular old chaos. Now both racers are on the 3-rope split. Maz is about to finish. Can't use a rope anymore in this level, which can kind of be terrible if you go the wrong way, which Maz has to get around to the left here under the shop. Alright. Is fine. Gets the 3-rope split delivered onto that key split.
Okay, I'm back. So we had he died in the mothership?
Yep, died at the exit. It was pure chaos.
Oh, that's sad.
But still in striking distance of Maz here, who just started the key split. And
okay, so we have, yep, the Chocolate Cake's on the last level of this rope split. If he goes to the...
Oh!
Okay.
Seeing
okay.
the exit and then dying would be one of the worst things you could do.
Alright, so he's gonna reset, go back to the mines, look for the key. While Maz is still looking for his key, and he knows it's on this level.
That skin is crawling level 2.
Could be bad, could be behind the vault.
Or in with all those big spiders.
This is gonna slow him down a lot. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, not terrible. That was pretty good.
That was like the last place where it could be okay. And Chocolate Cake is just flying through here. He's not stopping for crates or anything. He's just going because he knows he's behind by a couple levels. Buy the bomb bag. Buy the bomb bag. Okay, bought it. Maz gets a specialty shop, no jetpack. Okay, Chocolate Cake is being really thorough here.
There was a lot of spikes on Maz's side.
And there's the key.
Alright, excellent. Good key get for both racers. Now we're just hoping for smooth rides all the way to the end. Maz is working through the jungle here. When you're on your key split, or I guess any jungle split, you're really hoping that there isn't a tiki village. Those can be almost as bad as a mothership with all the chaos that can ensue there.
Choco's seen two characters on this.
Tempted for that all-character run. Oh, that off-screen arrow trap for Chocolate Cake. Really lucky it went off already. Here's that Tiki Village I was just talking about for Maz. Sorry about that. Oh, Maz! Even looked down and saw the man trap, but jumped right into it. So now Chocolate Cake is in the lead. Maz having to start that key split over. But Chocolate Cake dealing with his own difficult jungle levels here. Does make it through to 2-2. A good easy key find for Maz though. We'll have to get back into this. Oh, that arrow trap though. Okay. That chest location for Maz had to be very careful they didn't open the chest because you would lose your key again. Chocolate Cake moving real quick through the bottom of that 2-2 level. To 2-3. Looks like a pretty open level for Chocolate Cake. Gonna have to use a rope here to on to the last jungle level. You can almost have a nice sigh of relief after you get through the jungle. Oh, and a Tiki Village, yes!
And Maz took a death on the key, I see.
Yeah. That was a really easy Tiki Village for Chocolate Cake.
Far from my spottiness on this race, it was just I got interrupted by something, but I should be good from now on.
Nah, you're good.
Okay, so Chocolate Cake's into the ice caves. Let's see if he takes it safer now, considering he knows he has a lead. Which I think he is. I think he's finally slowing down a tiny bit. This is just a bad level. There's a shop there. No, not a shop. I thought that was a shop.
Oh, the bubbles! Oh, the bubbles!
Dead.
Oh no! Another costly death for Maz.
Well, this is Choco's to lose now.
Yeah, if Choco's watching Maz, he'll want to play real safe now. No risks. You see him looking down almost on every platform he stands on. One more level to go for Chocolate Cake. He'll have the key delivered. Maz did find their third key though, working their way through the mines again. And there's the exit for Chocolate Cake, getting that key delivered onto the last split of this matchup. To kill Olmec. Looks like Chocolate Cake's going to continue through. Has a lot of bombs to do this, which is good because you can create some shortcuts in the temple.
Yeah, he's going to play it safe. He has 3 health. He has many bombs. He's just going to play safe. He could have bombed through over there, but he chose not to.
Another Tiki Village test for Maz. Got through that time.
Yeah, it's going to be about 2 temple deaths or so to get Maz back in this, but it happens. He's just going for the mummy jump.
Nice. Temple's always easy.
Okay, that Cobra could have gotten him. Alright, so Chocolate Cake is into Olmec. He's gonna get his chance, probably with safe strats, while Maz gets a jetpack.
Web gun, best gun. Keeping that shopkeeper at bay.
And let's see. Is that correct?
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, okay.
And this is a nice, easy strategy to take down Olmec again. It's not as flashy as the Sticky Bomb Cascade, but generally the same idea.
Yeah, so the Chocolate Cake just has to teeter here, and he wins. Alright, that works. And he wins.
Chocolate Cake moving on.
Chocolate Cake the Slayer. Maz, the #1 seed in this tournament, is out.
Yeah, going down.
So now that I have the bracket right here, now Chocolate Cake won that match. Now he plays the winner of our next race, which is Krill versus Ix.
Gonna be a good one, but GG's to Maz. It was awesome watching him go through this tournament.
GG's GG's to both runners. Some bad luck on Maz's part with that snail bubble and a couple other things. Well, Choyo went really kind of risky with most of the race in the beginning, and it paid off.
I like seeing those risky plays pay off, even if it makes me nervous.
So now as we're setting up for the next race, we're just gonna we talked about the bracket here a little bit. Now Cake is moving on to the lower bracket semifinals.
And as always, everyone in chat, do remember to follow these racers. They do, usually, pretty much all these racers do stream pretty regularly. And they continue that Spelunky goodness, if that's what you're looking for. Speaking of Spelunky goodness, TwitchCon's coming up. And during TwitchCon, there will be a Games Done Quick X. I don't know what the X stands for. But Meow Mix will be featured there, running this same category, all shortcuts plus Olmec. Joined by Ix, who is racing right now. X stands for Extreme. That's right.
And there goes Krill screen. With the wiggles, I don't know what that is. Krill using his Sapphire Monk, and Ix is still on the starting stream. So these runners, Krill, who lost to DT in his last race, was really close race. Now he's in the lower bracket. Face Ix, who is the organizer of this tournament.
Yeah, many thanks to Ix for that as well, setting all this up so we can all come together and have a good time playing and watching Spelunky.
Thanks. So this is Ix. So I've talked to Krill in Discord. We have a method of starting our races roughly in sync. He's going to get started first, and then I'm going to follow him, try to get it timed perfectly. But I will mute myself and hope you guys enjoy the race.
Okay, good luck.
Good luck. All right, and yeah, as these racers set up, it's always a nervous time, I would imagine. Do you do anything special before you get into a race there, Jake?
I changed the music level to nothing. I changed the sound effects level to the 1 bar less than full, and then I changed the controls so that LT is to exit.
LT, ooh.
Yeah, on Xbox controller.
Do you use your D-pad or the...
No, stick.
You do? Okay.
Which Krill does also, I think. I think he might have switched to Xbox One, though. I'm not sure. It's been so many, like, times. I think he might still use stick, I'm pretty sure. Might be wrong.
And I know Ix uses a controller, too, because if you've ever watched him stream Spelunky, he always sets it down on his desk, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, he uses the Wii U Pro controller, which is...
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a very... I think it's actually a terrible controller myself. Because I do own a Wii U and I had the Pro controller at one time. The buttons are just so bad. They're like really flimsy. I don't know how he can use it for such a long period of time. I don't know how they haven't worn out.
Interesting.
So both runners, Krill's a little behind from the tutorial, but he's really fast with platforming speed, so he can probably pick that up.
See them walls shifting. We'll get into it. I like X's black-colored ninja. Always feels super appropriate for a game like Spelunky.
It's just authentic. Well, Krill's used the same sprite for a long time. He used to just use the Golden Monk, but then once character sprites became a thing, he chose this one, which it's going down the wrong way. We'll see how many bombs this takes to get to the right way. Looking like 3.
Yeah, that's. Sometimes you take a gamble with placing your bombs and getting the shortcuts, and it doesn't always work.
But he did collect a bomb bag at the start of that, so he should be okay. Krill has to deal with like 60 enemies here. That was a smart bomb placement, so he can get by the arrow. And Krill's through.
And while this seems like quick and easy, these first splits can really set the tone for the racer. If they make a few little miscalculations, they can be kind of flustered for the rest of the run. And we got to keep the cool mind to keep it going.
Okay, so we're both into the 1 rope split. Ix is about a level behind or so than Krill, which is okay. Any like set of orange you can make up for that. He could have taken the teleporter, he chose not to. Okay, so we have Krill continuing here with the just the 1-3. Well, yeah, this is up. Ix doesn't take the score start.
I'm sure he was tempted.
Oh my god, there's an Ujidai too. Jetpack Medic Bomb Box 1-2 with an Ujidai. 5 million confirmed. Oh, you hate seeing that.
And that's something really unique to Spelunky speedrunning is you really don't know what kind of run you have until you actually get into the speedrun. Unless, of course, you're doing like an AS+O tournament, but...
That feeling, I've been looking for that exact start for like the past week. You can't get anything. Oh well. So now Krill is into the 10,000 gold split. You have to collect $10,000 and deliver to the tunnel man, who's gonna buy something to break the wall, or pay off someone to leave the wall or something. I don't know what he does with the money actually.
Sure, there's some Spelunky lore in there somewhere.
Maybe he's just like, that's my bill. Like I've opened up 3 of these things. You gotta pay me.
Maybe it's for rent for his room in the starting area. 10K
Maybe.
rent.
Maybe. Or maybe he just represents the mining company that owns this shaft.
There you go.
There's so much that's unanswered.
Now, there's a few different things you can do to get more money during the 10K split. There's a gold pyramid dupe, where it's a pixel perfect maneuver where if you whip it at the correct time, you'll double the money that you receive from that pyramid.
Is it I don't know if it's pixel perfect.
It feels like it to me, anyway.
I don't know if it's that tight. So Krill gets through the 10K split. Well, Ix has 1 more level to go. He needs a little more money though. He's about 1,700 short. Let's see if he grabs the idol. He does not grab the idol. He's hoping for pyramid, I guess.
Ooh, not finding anything here.
He's going back up for the idol. He's not going back up for the idol. Just take it.
So the idol, another way to get some money here. I believe it's yeah, but you gotta deal with this boulder. Oh no!
Okay. Planned.
Calculated.
The funny part is he could have gotten it. There was a gold bar and an emerald down there. He had it.
But both racers now into the 2-bomb split, seeing the jungle for the first time. The jungle really ramps up the difficulty compared to the caves.
Yep,
the mines.
and they're both doing the double delivery that we talked about earlier, where they can go straight to the tunnel man from the mines. And Krill's actually almost done with his double delivery.
Yeah, keeping full 4 HP throughout the entire time. Looking real solid.
This is an ugly level though. And he makes it through. Okay, so Krill about 2 levels ahead at this point, and Ix knows that he's behind, so he has to speed up. But he also knows that he can't die because then he loses time having to do the extra reset.
Oh, look at all this. He needs to use a bomb here, yeah.
And that boomerang, okay, he's fine. Oh, Krill is slow look again? I didn't even notice. Yeah, he probably did Olmec practice before. Even though he invented the video on how to do the Olmec stuff, he still practices it.
Oh, Ix going down, falling next to a tiki trap.
So that's a really costly death because it was on 2-4 of the double delivery, so that probably loses something close to almost a minute. Ugh, he hates seeing that. Now Krill, we'll see how Krill reacts if he plays slower, safer, but now he's gonna enter 2-4 himself on the next split. So now Ix is about a set of levels and a little bit behind.
Looks like Krill's gonna make it through here just fine onto the shotgun split.
Yep, okay, so Krill is 809 to shotgun, which is a really good time, similar to what we saw from Speff and T earlier. So now what Krill is looking for is a shop, a Dead or Restless level, a vault, a crate, or a random gun in the crust.
Any way to get a shotgun, we'll take it.
Anyway, and there's a crate, which he's not going to go for. Is he going to? Nope.
Could get with the orange frog, but gonna keep moving.
Oh, he takes the damage there. These bees. Okay, so Ix gets through the 2-bomb split. He's now into the 2-rope split. And if Krill doesn't find a shotgun, this is much more even. Let's see if Krill takes his vault.
Yeah, I think he needs to at this point, yeah.
I think that's the right play. Let's see if he takes his gun. Yeah, he's just going for it. He's gonna go to the next level and take the gun from the exit keeper. But as we saw from Vlad, it can sometimes get crushed in the crust when it spawns.
We'll cross our fingers that doesn't happen.
It's really rare. And Ix is still in the 2-rope split. Let's see if Krill can get this with that. Oh, he could take the orange frog and do a cook that way. Yeah, he's gonna drop it in between that tiki trap. That was smart. Alright, there's a man trap down there. So,
Oh dear.
This is not good.
Needs to get that. There it is. Get him on those spikes.
He's like, just do something. There's
Take it.
over there. And Ix is no gold. Almost through the 2-rope split. Yeah,
There's the exit. Beyond to that shotgun split as well.
And he's on the shotgun. Alright, so about a full split behind at this point, which is okay if Krill dies at any late level in one of his splits. Krill also decides to reset, not going for the triple delivery.
Yeah, being in the lead with Krill gives him the opportunity to decide if he wants to push that lead and keep the pressure on Ix, or if they just want to slow down and play it a little safe, make sure they get these splits done.
Yeah, Krill is, I think, he's always done the reset, I think, except for his race with T. So Ix is still looking for a shotgun, and he could go into the water to get one, maybe from Almighty, but that's like really risky.
That's really risky. But on to 2-3.
Maybe he'll see a ball.
Yeah, running out of time. See a shotgun here.
Oh no, he has to get one on 2-4. Meanwhile, Krill's all the way through the 3 bombs already.
And this is gets a shop.
Oh no!
Oh no! The bubble strikes again.
The post-mortem bubble. Well, that is just awful.
But gets rewarded with that bubble death with an immediate black market.
time he's doing this strat to Rob, which is risky. Krill is going to be on to 3-3 while X finds a cape, bombs, and stuff in the black market. Compass, but all this time he's spending here puts him more behind.
Really good shotgun jump there by X, getting over everything.
Yeah, definitely a good idea to do that. So Krill is on the wrong side of a level here with no ropes to spare, so he has to commit that this is correct. Okay, it was.
And we'll see if Krill gets a good mothership spawn here. Can just go right through there. Doesn't look like it though.
Those mines with the mammoth. He thought about it
wow.
yesterday. What happened yesterday was he got hit by a freeze ray from a mammoth and stunned into the abyss. Then he lost his key into the abyss.
Yeah,
He
that
did
was
not wanna
heartbreaking.
relive that. There goes
Speaking
Ix.
of key,
Yeah, he's in the key split, and Ix is going for the triple delivery with aggro, which he kind of has to at this point.
yeah, he needs to make up time anywhere he can, and this is one of the ways you can do it.
So now that Ix is he's got the ropes that so he should be fine going into the mothership. It's just about the mothership itself.
Yeah, dealing with the mothership chaos.
And Krill is being very thorough in his levels, looking for the key. That was a very interesting throw. He could have gone closer, but he chose to do it from afar.
We'll get that 3-bomb delivered, and let's see how this mothership goes.
Alright, so everyone, this is the big part of it. If he can get through this without dying, then he's made up a lot of time in his deficit. He's gonna do the cascade.
The bomb uppercut. Excellent job. That was a quick mothership as
Very
well.
good.
17-second mothership.
And Crow still hasn't found his key, so if he gets trolled here, it's an even race. Okay, so it's on this level, and it's right there.
There we go.
So this is actually, yeah, about the same thing, about 4 levels behind. Ix made up a lot of time there.
So the key can spawn on 1-2, 1-3, or 1-4, and you usually want to find it on 1-2 because then you're not spending the rest of the mines looking all over trying to find its location.
Look at the Tiki Village here, almost leaving behind his.
Oh no!
Oh no! He stuns himself with the key. He's okay. We're okay. Cub Scout, help him.
The coffin got him.
Oh yeah, the coffin rocking got the Tiki Man. That's one that you don't see every day. So because Krill did the Ice Caves deliveries 1 by 1, Ix was able to make up a lot of time from doing the triple delivery. And now Ix is able to look for his key in 1-2 doesn't see it, so he gets to proceed to 1-3 or 1-4. Is that a jetpack? Nope, no jetpack. Krill.
Just a bomb shop.
But also Krill only has 2 HP, which is very scary.
Ix just lost one to a miss whip, a spider.
Another Tiki Village. Krill.
Ix is on 1-4, still hasn't found that key yet.
He's been pretty thorough though. I don't think he could have missed it. Maybe in a very obscure subroom. Right now it's not looking too hot though.
Every time you see a gold pyramid, it's like, is that the key? Nope.
This is not looking so hot. Oh no, I think no, he didn't miss
It's on
it.
this
Okay.
level.
It's somewhere. Probably to the right.
Oh, that's
That's trash. He can get
almost
through
didn't
there.
have enough bombs.
This is trash. Well, Krill is in the ice caves already. Don't unlock it. Okay, so if you walk into the chest with the key, you can get the Ujidai, which immediately makes you reset on the key split, because the Tunnel Man wants the key, not the Ujidai.
definitely guilty of doing that once or twice.
I don't think I've ever done that, but I know I've crushed the Ujidai chest on a score run once with the boulder.
Two more levels for Krill here.
This is a bad layout. Oh, he does the turnaround instead of going over it, which is
That
smart.
made me nervous.
Yeah, that's consistent. Even if you mess up and you go directly onto the spikes, you don't die because you're low enough that you just go on the spikes, like walking onto it. And Ix is in the jungle. He has no bombs, 2 health, and 2 ropes. Not what you want to see.
But you do want to see that key get delivered and Krill's onto Olmec. Oh, look at all these boomerang boys.
Boomerang men. Oh no.
Piranha's in the key!
Himself with the key, killing the piranhas. Well, and Krill dies in the temple. But that's okay, because Krill's already in the temple and he just has to go back to it. So now it's a big deficit, and Krill knows it. Oh no. Ix. It appears that Ix has given up. So Krill just has to finish to win. That's it. Oh wait, no, he didn't.
Psych out.
No, he. What is he going for? He's just doing temple practice. He's just
getting crushed by the thwomps.
He put in his 2 character save file and he's just doing temple practice. He's making it like, oh, if I had gotten here and we were even, this is what would happen.
That's exactly what's going. Just proving that the temple is easy. As Krill's about to finish it here into the Olmec fight. I think Krill had just had 4 bombs, 4 ropes, so it should be a pretty standard Olmec battle here.
Yeah. So Krill could even do the 4-bomb safe fight, which he does highlight in his Olmec tutorial. He needs to stomp one more time for that to work.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He's short by a layer.
Which he'll discover soon.
The guy who invented the strat. He's short by a layer.
Did a little look there like, oops. Guess we're doing this now.
4-bomb strat, you have to get him to do the initial stomp on the Hawkman, and then one more stomp. Gloves in the crust. Doesn't need him.
That's something that can happen in races. You get a little too focused on what's going on, and you might screw up a strategy.
And Krill is through sub 20.
Get it?
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, barely.
So close.
GG.
GG's to both racers.
Finishing almost finishing a pseudo run. All shortcuts. Well, hold on. 3 shortcuts plus Olmec, no key.
And that's going to be Krill moving on, and we're going to say goodbye to a racing Ix, anyway.
Yeah, and Ix is going to be on commentary later. And now we have just... What do we have? 4 racers left. We have DT in the grand finals. We have SPEF in the lower bracket finals. And we have our losers lower bracket semifinals. It's just such a habit now. Lower bracket semifinals between Chugacake 5000, who we saw earlier, and Krill.
Should be pretty exciting. I'm excited.
Oh, it's very exciting. This is the point where you only have good runners left. No one is left here that doesn't deserve to be here. I know, I keep calling it losers bracket. That's what they call it in Smash. I'm sorry. Now we're gonna... Okay, so we have the lower bracket semifinals going up first, because that's the only race that we have that's set right now. So it's gonna be between Chugcake 5000 and Krill, who just raced. So hopefully Krill gets a minute or two to like shake out the nerves, you know, get a drink of water, whatever.
Call his mom, let him know that he's moving on.
Something
All the
like that.
necessary things.
Oh, they moved Krill to the left side now. Okay, I'm not sure. I think. Are we swapping a commentators? I don't know.
I think so. I'll wait for someone to speak up.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop in. I'm not sure if TTF was doing another one.
No,
I
I
think
think I'm
staying.
out of here. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
I was
Bye,
gonna
everybody. Bye bye.
Good job with
Later,
commentary.
TTF. Good
GG.
job. Hi.
Hello.
So, were you watching the other races?
Yeah, those were crazy. That sub 18.
But yeah, the sub 18 by T is just wow. And then Spef wasn't even far behind.
No, he got like just over 19, I think.
Yeah. But he like lost a lot of time on one Ice Caves level.
I don't know if we've seen a sub 18 in one of these races before.
I doubt it. I think, maybe once. I don't remember.
Maz had a low 18, I think.
Right, and now we got Krill versus Chocolate Cake 5000, who Chocolate Cake is the lowest seeded runner left, but he's upsetted some big players here.
Yeah, this is crazy how far Cake's made it. Really nice job from him.
So yeah, we have Krill, who has his PB is sub 17, where Chocolate Cake has a just above 18 PB. But in these races, PB isn't as important as consistency, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, up to a certain point.
Cake's really improved his PB recently too. He always had for a long time he had a nice sub 20, but he recently took it down like over a full minute.
Right, and he's been pretty consistent in playing like close to it.
Yeah, so we have, I want to say, four people left in it.
Yeah, we have 4 people left. We have T,
Okay.
Spef, and these 2.
So that's crazy. Cake's getting top 4.
Top
in
4.
this.
And who knows, he can even get top 3.
That's true.
Because as we saw last time where he played Maz, he just goes for it.
Yeah.
He just goes for it in these races. He did iframes through an explosion, iframes through a giant spider with 1 health. He's just going. He knows how fast the other person is.
Yeah, and it's worked for him so far.
So just a quick update. We've got the 2 runners who are going to be doing a countdown in Discord. So we've got 1 runner ready and just waiting for confirmation from the other runner. I'll give a oral countdown, although that won't mean anything, and a real countdown in Discord. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Good luck to both runners, and I will disappear.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
Very
We're
even start there.
So I think someone mentioned that I didn't notice it, but did Krill mess up the blackout glitch last time?
I think just a little bit. I mean, everyone messes it up from time to time.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Chocolate Cake with his sprite that I can never get used to.
I like that sprite actually. I like it more than the OG Spelunker sprite he uses sometimes. I like the Tank Man for some reason.
The Tank Man is just weird. He has no arms, so it's like
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on.
know where he's picking up stuff.
Sort of like the robot. He has less visual moving parts than most sprites, so
That's
it's a
true.
little bit disconcerting to watch people use them, but at the same time,
I
it's
wonder
kind
what
of
it looks
interesting.
like when this alien tank teeters.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Because the robot like just flashes colors.
Yeah. Like I think his nose His nose blinks.
Which I don't like because it's really hard to see.
It is hard to see. Pretty even
But that's what
tutorials
we
from
don't-
these guys. About a second faster for Krill.
Okay, so we're into these early splits where, again, you know, you're not going to see too much of a difference. It's pretty fair to say, I think, that Krill has a better platforming game than Choco, but RNG comes into it also.
Yeah, Krill's got some really refined platforming. Even his low percent platforming is really nice. And he never really focused crazy hard on low percent. It just kind of came to him, but he never really grinded for like an extreme PB. He has a really good PB though. I'm pretty sure he has a 250, I want to say, but maybe he got that under
Something
250.
close to that.
So I think it's 250.
And, oh, he has slow look again. It's okay. I mean, we knew about it for years. Didn't really matter too much.
Yeah, I think it'll only cost a few seconds on these races. Aside from like
The ice caves, yeah.
yeah, potentially a falling platform onto a landmine, but
But typically you don't even take those in these races, so
that's true. Yeah, I see
sometimes you
runners.
have to.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. I usually see people looking down, which is probably the right way to do it in a race setting.
Right, and actually Chocolate Cake is ahead right now, going into the one rope split. But at this point, a lead isn't a lead.
Yeah, just about a sub room basically.
Yep. Oh, and from Ix's little intro there, I wanted to mention this, that Krill's score world record, you beat it by $25, right? When he
Yeah,
had it?
his second one that he got. Yep, was
Yeah, that
he
was
just
like,
shows up out of nowhere sometimes and with a record like he did with no gold. It's pretty cool. T does the same.
which I don't know if he's going for the new score stuff, but if he
Uh,
is in the
I don't-
background, then
I don't think Krill is. I think T has some interest in it. T wants to I think T wants to keep his Moss ranking points a bit, and it wouldn't be hard, to do a run like near me and Maz if you're
yeah,
T
especially
or
for T.
Krill. Yeah.
But that stuff is hard. Let me just tell you.
Yeah.
So now we're into the 10K split. They're pretty much even at this point. 10K split is where you get a little variance in the levels, going for the dupes and just if money's where your path is.
Yep, it's one of the more interesting splits to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like big money. It's kind of like that mentality where you have to go fast, but you need money.
Yeah, that's right. So we see Cake opting not to go in the snake pit. It was the snake pit was a little bit out of the way, but I still think that snake pit probably would have helped, but it's
Yeah, he
not
opted
necessarily
for last race too. He skipped the snake pit on this split.
a lot of people don't use that strat. I think it's a good strat, but there's also reasons not to take it. It's
You
gets
do lose a
phased.
bomb, so
Yeah.
in case your like Matic goes somewhere, you're down a bomb.
That's true, yeah.
But other than that, I don't know how much other risk there is involved in it.
It really helps you just plow through the jungle levels for the 2-bomb.
Let's see what Chocolate Cake does here with these. Yep, he gets through it. Okay, so Krill's first into the jungle, going for the double delivery. Yep.
Cake got a handful of bad levels on that split, but he handled them well.
Oh, and Chocolate Cake resets. I didn't see his resources there, but it must not have been good for him to reset.
I think he had 3 bombs, but I didn't
Yeah.
get a look either. He might have gotten a look at the level. Sometimes you can take a look at the level and realize, okay, this is going to be a zigzaggy tiki village or something like that.
Yeah, and it only loses about 2 or 3 seconds to do that extra reset.
Yeah.
Because every player has to do the walk over to the jungle shortcut no matter what. It's just the time that it takes to actually reset.
Yeah, that's right.
Krill is on into 2-4 here, while Chocolate Cake is about 2 levels behind or so. Oh,
Scary
okay,
bee.
This is not a good level for Krill either. Thank goodness he had a bomb. Alright, so Krill is into the 2-rope split. He's on good time. Still up. That's gonna get aggro. Okay. He got through right in time.
Close one. Speaking of zigzaggy tiki villages, I guess that one could have been worse.
That
Yeah.
one could have been way worse. He
Yeah.
got, I think, lucky with how the Tiki Men were positioned.
Yeah, that too. And the last tier of it was pretty gentle.
And Krill skipped the black market there. There was one right by the exit. He might have not seen it in time, or he could have consciously chose to ignore it.
Yeah, I probably chose to ignore it if it was by the exit. But it's, like we always say, it's a predictable layout, so it's not really a mistake to go in there.
No, well, Krill gets an okay level here for his trouble. But Chocolate Cake, it's still about he's closed the gap a little bit. But it really comes down to the next split if they can get the shotguns properly. And so Krill is nearing the end of 2-4 here. Gets a boomerang man that he has to deal with, and he's in the shotgun. About the same time as last time, about 8:05 into the shotgun.
Yeah, pretty solid pace.
Slid across 3 mines there on his death. Oh no, that bee. He's going for it. He's not resetting. He wanted that jelly. This is blocked off too. I'm surprised he hasn't reset. Oh, the black
Whoa.
target. No way. He did not know that was there.
I don't know. Well, you can see that lower tile. I didn't notice it. But
Maybe
I
he
think,
did know it was there.
I think one of the vines was poking out.
200 IQ. And he gets a jetpack.
Oh, wow.
Mystery box.
So he does need a bomb. He's getting bombs.
Alright, so we're good.
Yeah, this
No
is
paste, but
very good.
and he's a mitt. Oh, that shopkeeper's tanking bullets. Let's see if he grabs the compass. Yep. This is not. This is a lot of shopkeepers. And Chocolate Cake's in the shotgun too. Let's see what he can get. Maybe he can get a. Oh, he takes the gloves. That was interesting by Krill. Let's see if Chocolate Cake can get a black market too for fairness.
That Ankh, though.
He didn't grab it. Okay.
It was in a tricky spot.
Yeah, definitely. Is Chocolate gonna go for this? Is that just on my end, or
I believe that's on Ixis. But it might not be.
the rare whiteout glitch?
Yeah. Okay, we're good.
And
We're
I'm
good.
back. Chocolate did
It's
not.
okay,
No, he took the
all
vault.
good.
He took the vault. He took the vault, but he's getting the shotgun from a later
Oh, I see.
keeper because he used 2 bombs. Deductions.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. The Vault Keeper's hard to rob sometimes.
I like
Most
that
of the
strat,
time.
where you just rob them and then just get it from an exit keeper.
Yeah, exit keepers are usually a lot easier to get them
Ooh,
from.
he didn't get the cook.
He just barely missed that. Man, that was an
He's gonna get it here
unfortunate.
though. Ooh, now
Oh, he just barely
what
missed
is he
again.
gonna do?
Well, let's see. I don't
He
even
could-
see a corpse he can toss.
He could use the pot, maybe? I have no idea.
Hmm.
He could go down and okay, that was really close. That was
Wow. Oh,
he had
no.
it. He had it. He had it.
Oh, it was such a nicely timed jump there, too, to bop the
One
keeper.
too many things.
Yeah. The Tiki Man.
Alright, so Krill's got I'd say a really good lead here, considering he's
Significant,
already
yeah.
into
But-
the mothership.
It's still,
That was
you know,
close.
anything can happen. We got the key split coming up.
And Krill doesn't have pace, so when he gets to the exit of this level, he's probably gonna do the cascade. No, he's not. He's just going for it, and he dies. No, he's alive.
What
Okay.
on earth?
He's okay.
We've had some crazy mothership exits.
Just cascade below him. It's right there, and we're good.
Nice. He doesn't whip the turret.
Yeah, if you whip the turret again,
Yeah,
and
it's kind of
Choggy goes
instinct
down in
to
2-3.
whip there.
It's the second
Yeah.
shopkeeper.
Random second shopkeeper. So Krill gets a really nice sub 12 into the key here.
Which is really, really fast. While Chocolate gets his free gun and free cape.
Yeah, really nice setup here. He won't have aggro.
So let's see how Crow plays this, knowing that he has such a big lead. Last time he got a pretty
I can't remember where his key was last time.
Hello?
Hey again.
Hi.
Did your mic cut out for a bit?
Yeah. I actually muted it for a second. Okay,
Oh,
so Krill is looking for the key. He's on 1-4. And Hogcake's he died with that Cape?
Yeah, and he had to rob a roulette shot to get a shotgun. I think it had a compass in it.
So it's not looking
But he
amazing.
handled that well.
But Krill
No,
finds his key.
Cake's gonna have to hope for a key death from Krill. Krill has aggro, and I missed that somewhere.
Oh yeah, I
Wow.
missed that too. Well, maybe he.
In the dark
Yeah, I have
bubble,
no
he might-
idea.
I mean, Cake has some catching up to do, but
This is a good start for him. This is what he wants
Yeah,
to see out of Krill's
it-
screen.
it's really tricky to do the rest of this split with aggro. It's like a low percent hell run where you can't.
And you can't whip.
Yeah, can't whip.
But Krill has extra bombs that he can use. Let's see what he does here. And he should be okay. Once he gets to the ice caves, it should be fine. But he still has 3 more jungle keepers to deal with.
Yeah. Ooh, that boomerang.
Could have bombed down there. I think it was smart not to, though, because he could use it to kill the keepers.
Yeah, he might want to hang on to those. Sometimes just pitching them at.
Oh
Whoa.
no!
He's still got a significant lead.
He
but-
does.
This definitely makes it more interesting right now because he's taking it nice and safe here on the on this 3 bomb. Well, he did end up on the wrong side of the level here, but
He
I
has
think he'll
extra
be okay.
ropes, but this is still
Look
gonna
at that
cost him
chasm. That is brutal.
I think it may be because the Moai spawned there.
Yeah, looks like it did something to the generation.
Alright, so let's see. Choge could have gotten something nice out of that chop to make this a double delivery. There's a crate. Camera! Gotta love it. The camera's actually. I found out today on a score run that the camera's really good in the ice caves because it kills aliens in their ships.
Yep.
So it's actually good on score runs because you can use it to kill them in the 1-tile spaces so that the parachutes don't spawn.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, to help with the render dupe stuff.
But that's not what we're doing now. So Krill he knows that it's on this level, but he has to go all the way back up.
Yeah, I think it's got to be in that suburb now. But Pretty
And
brutal
this is
key
his
for
last
him.
rope. Yep. What's in that shop though? I think it was a. Oh no! Chokecake dies on 3-3 of his rope delivery. There was really no rope pile in that shop for Krill. That's surprising.
Well, we got the mothership theme.
Okay. So Chokecake is that Yeti could have done something. So he's into 3-3. He's halfway through his 3-rope split. I'm glad he didn't go for Twiggle strats.
Yeah, I mean, he still has a shot at this. We see Krill with
Krill's not in a good position.
No,
No
he's
ropes
not.
and
He's
2 health.
I mean,
And Chokecake goes down
time-wise and
again.
just being in the lead is really good, but his resources and his HP are a little low. I think he'll be fine though. You know, when he's
Yeah,
in
once
these
he's in the ice
positions, he's
caves.
usually
Oh wait,
pretty
jetpack?
methodical.
Nope. Yeah, he's always one of the more consistent runners.
Yeah, I suspect we won't see a death from him before he delivers this key, but hope I didn't jinx it.
Meanwhile, Chogcake has to restart again on this split. Okay. That was close. A good reaction time to not fall on those spikes. That's something that would happen to Krill if he took the falling platform.
Yeah, that might
Slow look.
Yep.
That cape, he's going for it.
Oh yeah, totally worth it.
I don't know. Yeah, there's not
Wow,
enough
he woke up so quick. All right, we're good.
Oh, he could have taken that one, the one down there.
There's
Just
so many
like 3 of them.
vampires.
It's one of those levels where it's like, this is a vampire level.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably more Dead Are Restless with vampires than without, but it's probably close.
It's probably about even or so. You always like
Yeah.
to see it because the cape is just so good in the ice caves.
Yeah, he won't have any problem with fall damage. He's going to be able to cruise through these.
But he also has no ropes, so if he ends up on the wrong side at all,
Yeah,
he is not in a good position. Like this one.
yeah, that
float.
cape really saved him there.
Without the cape, I don't know what he would have done there. That would have been really bad.
Yeah, I mean, he would have been traversing these levels more carefully,
mammoth.
but
Jeez. Yeah, he would have probably looked down or gone to the middle of it instead of committing to one side.
Yep.
Now Chogcake is looking for his key. He's probably just going for it, hoping it's on the path.
nice read on that level there by Krill. And he gets
And
his key
now
delivered.
he's going in. Yep. Alright, so he's probably going to reset. Yeah, he's going to go back to the shortcut, start with a fresh set of resources. Okay, so Krill has his 4 bombs, 4 ropes. He's just got his 10%. Another camera. Okay, so we have Krill entering 4-2.
4-3. He had a couple hard levels, but kind of middle of the road tempo levels, I guess. They
And he
weren't
only has
too
1
hard.
bomb.
Yeah, he had to use all his bombs in these temples. I mean, he didn't have to, but it was the right play.
Now he's either gonna go up for resources or he's just gonna do the 0 bomb fight, which is risky. But he has the 3 ropes to use as.
Yeah, he's got good HP. I feel like he'll probably go for the fast strat, but I'm not sure.
Oh
Ooh.
no!
2-3 death there for Cake. It could have got super interesting if we had a death for Krill there and not Cake, but so far these spawns they're just snakes.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, they weren't like being super obtrusive until the end there. Uh-oh.
He has no ropes.
Wow.
He's okay. He's not okay. He's okay.
What in the world? That
Oh,
Magma
no.
Man that was pretty troll.
Well,
And
he
he
has
was
to
just
restart.
barely not high enough up on the rope to not
Yeah, he
get
was
sent
just
to the pit.
barely
He
not
just-
there.
There wasn't time to make it.
Well, he got Zoolold one time. Now he needs about four more to get Chocolate Cake back in this.
Yeah. Still a significant lead.
This time, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes up for resources if he makes it to Olmec. This is not good either. Is that? Yeah, that's not set off. Oh my. Krill is just playing Thwomp Chess. This is not normal generation. Alright, so Krill's in Olmec.
He gets through it.
That was so rough, that temple. And Krill's doing the 3-bomb ropeless that he invented.
Yeah, you see him going for that a lot. It just makes the exit from the pit a little safer.
He's not going to use a rope, though. Oh, he is, okay.
Not using his bombs, which honestly is a good decision once she
Yeah,
was
that's fine.
in that position. Almost trolled by that snake.
And he makes it through. 23-30.
GG. So I believe that puts him in the lower bracket finals against
Yep, against Speff.
Spef. Yeah.
Now, there's only 3 people left. 3 names that you know and love. DT, Speff, and
Yeah, wow. I think this was with some brackets having Kurt and Maz, this was kind of the top 3 we were expecting, I think. Just from a prediction standpoint. It's really interesting that
a chocolate cake, though.
definite GG to Cake. I mean, he pulled a lot of upsets in this tournament, made it all the way to. I think the way it works out is he got fourth place. Yeah, yeah.
That's incredible considering he was the 10th
Yeah, that's
seed.
great.
And his PB, that's a great placing. Oh, that's true, T. He lost to the last year's top 2 runners, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So now, I think I'm hopping off commentary. I think Ix wants to come in on this one.
Cool. Well, it was great having you, and if you want to hop on again, don't hesitate to.
Just waiting for confirmation.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. I was gonna let Chocolate Cake finish his run, but it looks like he has decided to quit. So yeah, as you said, next race is gonna be Krill versus Speff. I suspect we'll give Krill just a couple minutes to get his bearings, do anything he needs to do, and I will try to pull up Speff's stream while that is happening.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Great, thanks for coming.
So these last few races should be pretty exciting.
For sure. We thought we might end up here. It came to this in a bit of a circuitous way, but yeah, we have the number 2, 3, and 4 runners in the world right now, plus the number 1 on commentary.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So, yeah, very nice. I gotta change the commentary cards at this point.
I thought you were working your way around to a joke, but you were actually just being really nice to me.
Sure, of course. Okay, casters. All right, we got Ix and Kinney. Whew. That was really fun. Fun couple of races, except for the one that had the wrong outcome, but
Yeah,
things
good
happen.
job though.
Yeah, this
Made
is
it
good.
really far.
Alright, looks like Spuff is all set up. I'm still waiting to hear from Krill if he needed to take a break. I believe the runners are going to be taking off in SRL, but so I don't have to do anything, but just want to kind of monitor what they're up to.
Yeah, you gotta hand it to Krill here. He's just match after match right now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's definite advantages to being in the upper bracket. You just play fewer games and
Yeah, there's got to be a bit of fatigue. I think not just by his race time, but his earlier races he was playing a little bit better. But he's getting a little break here, it looks like, so I think he'll be in full force again.
looks like he took a break to get a drink of water, but the runners are meeting up in an SRL room. By the way, the brackets have always been updated. You can make predictions on this upcoming race. And who do you think is going to pull this one off? This is another really tough one to call.
This is like too hard to call.
Yeah. You think fatigue will be a factor, or do you think that Krill's warmed up after a couple of races earlier today?
I don't think fatigue will be a factor right now. I think it might have been a little bit on the last race, but I think now that he had a race like that, I think he'll be a little bit more on his game. Not that he had a bad race either, he just was a little slower than the other ones, and he won them all. So
yeah. So question from Twitch chat: will Krill reset for slow luck, or it's been a recurring?
I don't think it damaged his race
Yeah.
more than a couple seconds, but
Mhm.
like we said, it could cause a problem in the ice caves every once in a while.
For sure. More interesting questions from Twitch chat, but I'll leave that up to Twitch chat to figure out and decide their answers to that question. So what have we not said about these runners at this point?
Well, those slides you made were really awesome, actually. So we got most things in terms of their speed running. Well, Krill actually has I don't think you had it on his slide that he runs Ratchet and Clank a little bit.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Ratchet and Crank, is it?
Yeah, definitely. I
I
think
watched the GDQ run of it.
I think he also has a couple of games in that series, and I was never a PlayStation runner. I think that's, or maybe it's an Xbox. I was always Nintendo, so
Oh, so it looks like Krill did reset for slow look.
Mhm. Oh, did I make a mistake entering the runners in the bracket? No, this is right. Alright, we might need to do a little bit more with the brackets, but the race is actually starting in SRL, so we'll focus on that. And the runners have now been told they can start. Just gonna wait for their stream to pop up. I'm gonna hide these player cards.
Looks like you got the brackets all right.
Alright. There might be an issue in the grand finals, possibly.
Yeah,
Already
sometimes
being-
the challenge layout gets a little bit confusing.
Yeah, but just to be clear, this is going to be our lower bracket finals. Loser of this is going to be eliminated. The winner will go on to face DT in the finals. And we are perfectly synced going into it. Alright. Make this a little bit bigger for me to see. Wow, perfectly synced for both runners. Similar strats.
So I'm trying to think it was T who put both of these guys in the lower bracket up. Yeah, that's got to be how it works now.
I think that's probably right. Yeah.
So, the loser of this race gets third place. I mean, that's nothing to be ashamed of in this tournament.
For sure. So Spef uses one extra little strat at the end of 0-3, jumping into the bomb as the blast occurs, and so he'll exit just a second or 2 or 3 ahead of Krill. But we got a race!
Alright.
Alright, so first, one bomb. Wow. Even showing off the quick bomb grab in 1-1 here. It's something I actually have trouble doing, grabbing a bomb as soon as you throw it. I think it's a little bit easier on keyboard or with a different button layout, but...
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but definitely something I've seen Spef do. Okay, big decision by Spef, decides not to take the first teleporter. Not being as aggressive as he could have been, but probably the right play. Only saves a couple seconds even if you get it right. And of course, very dangerous. Runners favoring consistency over that killer mindset. And
a really long 1-2 there for Krill, because the layout looked like the bomb he used would help, but once he got down there, it was clear it wasn't going to.
For
so
sure.
He had to backtrack.
Yep, so Spef just a little bit ahead here. He was looking like he could have had a sub 40, but the level also wasn't very accommodating at the end here. He's got a 1 level lead on Krill, but not too much to speak about just so far. A little bit of an annoying of a giant spider there for Krill, but he should be able to make it out. No spikes, no arrow traps, and he'll make it out safely. So both runners now on the 1 rope split. Both runners also using their probably signature characters, sprites.
Yeah, I'd say at this point there's probably a few that Spef has, like the pink bunny, and also yellow. Just as a recolored yellow, not this one. He used to use the red one a bit. Yeah, he uses all sorts of sprites.
Sure.
But this is probably the main one, yeah.
So another quick shop for Spef. It's in 1-3, so it's even less useful than the teleporter shop. And once again, he's consistent. He's got a little bit of a lead and just decides to exit safely. Krill gets the ideal layout of the snake pit straight down level, and that's going to let him catch up a couple seconds on Spef, who makes it out of the mines for the second time. He'll begin the 10k gold split.
Yeah, we call that snake pit the dream pit, courtesy of Meowmix. And I've never seen a triple dream pit. I don't know if anyone has. I've never seen anyone get one. I've never had one myself, just like I've never had 3 dream Cali pits. I've had 3 snake pits and 3 Cali pits, but not the dream ones where it's just straight down.
Yeah, that's the way you end up getting those sub 30 runs. Very, very rare.
Yeah.
A couple early damage by Spef here. Takes 2 from the giant spider, so he'll have to be a little more careful of arrow traps. Any damage from them or a giant spider, and this run will be ended. He's got maybe about a 2-second lead over Krill, and a little bit of a gold lead as well, but again, he'll have to be a little bit careful. We'll also see if he has to slow down into the jungle splits because of this HP situation. So 1-4 for...
Another camera there.
I love the cameras though.
A lot of camera crates. I don't know the odds on them, but I know they're not that high.
Sure. Couple fun things you can do with them. We have a selfie percent, which is a meme category. What is the fastest you can stun yourself in the game? Just a quick race update. We have Spef exiting. Krill not too far behind. Both runners have all the gold they need. Spef is going to have to reset and take the jungle shortcut, and Krill's probably in a slightly better position, and we'll continue on. So just saving a couple seconds, now probably effectively taking a slight lead over Spef. The lead will look a little bit, or the race will look a little bit closer than it is because Spef has already reset his jungle shortcut.
Yeah, that's right. So Speff has a very small lead.
Yeah, that's right. I think I misspoke earlier, but yep, Speff has a tiny lead. So this 2-second lead that he has in game is probably an extra 5 or 6 seconds because he's already done the jungle transition. Really smart bomb by Krill at the beginning of 2-3, and that's going to save probably about 6 or 7 seconds at the very least. Plenty of resources to burn because he did reset. Meanwhile, Speff down to his final 2 bombs, entering 2-4. He'd love to be able to make a hole right there, but again, he was down to his final 2 bombs, and that would mean he wouldn't be able to make a delivery here. Again, another opportunity to make a shortcut, but looks like the X is on the right side here. So yeah, he'll make the 2-bomb delivery just about a second before Krill. Krill will have to reset and go through the jungle shortcut. And meanwhile, Speff will start out the 2 rope split a little bit earlier. Not the ideal layout for either runner, but Krill does get a black market, and he'll take it. So a little bit late in the level, but still looking for that consistency, the
I
reliability.
think it saved a couple seconds too, just because the bottom layer of the level looked like it was kind of nasty.
For sure. And Krill will also sidestep a jetpack here. So just like Speff did in the early mines levels, recognizing that the aggro will probably cost him more time and just acquiring the jetpack than picking it up and the speed that will generate. So 2-3 for both runners. Speff exiting just, again, about 2 seconds ahead of Krill. Krill has tightened it up a little bit with that black market, but still, no real daylight between these 2 runners.
Thankfully, that Queen Bee didn't quite get to Krill in time. A smart move there with the rope from Speff.
Yeah.
If you teeter and use a rope, it'll go out 1 tile further, so he wanted to make it go out away from the Tiki.
That's right. So yeah, Krill exiting just a little bit faster, and Speff also gets a Tiki Village, which will be a little bit annoying for him here. Both of them looking for that tricky shotgun. I think I might have been the only person to have trouble with the shotgun so far today, but that probably won't remain the case. Krill gets the roulette shop and uses a really nice strategy of, well, at first it was, okay, it's good. So he tosses a bomb, which aggroes the shopkeeper. It also opened that item, and if it had been something other than Specs, he might have taken it. Meanwhile, Speff gets a much better bomb shop on 2-2 and robs it the standard way. Both runners exiting 2-2, and slight resource advantage for Speff, but they both have aggro, and low rope count means that neither of them will have an easy way to get to the triple delivery, but they might get some items along the way that'll change that. Speff sees a black market, opts to continue on, decides he doesn't need additional items, and both runners on 2-4 now. So Krill, recognizing that he doesn't need to save any resources, uses one of his final bombs to exit. Meanwhile, Speff makes his own delivery, and we'll see if Speff decides if the extra bombs are worth taking aggro into this. Okay, he will continue into this triple bomb split. Sees a rope shot, but opts to not take those. Again, probably would have taken more time to get those ropes than it would have saved him moving on to the triple delivery. And it's still possible, he just needs a slightly better mothership layout or location.
Yeah, that's right. So we had Krill doing a reset after the shotgun delivery, which was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Nice landmine throw.
Perfect.
For Speff there. I thought it missed at first, but it just shopkeeper had to walk onto it.
Yeah, he probably would have liked to see the shotgun land on solid turf. That's always helpful in this.
It'd give him a little bit of a higher jump, and
Yep.
he might that could be really useful getting into the mothership.
Yep, mobility and the safety. Okay, we're at a cook bomb for the exit here for Speff. Nails it again. And
Yeah, nicely done.
about 1 level behind Krill, or about half a second behind. Sorry, half a transition behind Krill.
Yeah, we're going to have. Looks like Speff will go for the double delivery here.
Yep.
Um,
Has a chance
the
to
triple,
go triple,
triple
yeah.
actually. Yeah.
So he doesn't get the mothership on the right side, but he is able to climb across the top. Really, he was trying to save his ropes here, and that's a fun little start. Love these bomb guys.
Yeah, that's basically the worst start you can get, having to go across the whole bottom and into an elevator. But he got a couple platforms, a couple spring pads after, which you want to see.
So this exit
This is
is going to
also-
be tricky.
Yeah, it's not as bad as
Wow.
the ones that are directly above the elevators, but it's not the easiest one either. And he handled it well. Nice.
So that mothership means he's one level ahead of Krill here. So definitely paid off. A little bit riskier, but again, he will take a small lead against Krill
Smart
here.
bomb there.
Very nice.
That Thug host.
I wasn't gonna point that out. Now people can troll the stream a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be mean. That'd be mean. I think Thugs was just
Maybe an
he
auto
finished
host?
streaming or so.
Yeah. So you wanna guess who the next name to pop up will be, or? Anyhow.
I think chat's gonna behave on this one. Guys,
okay, we'll see. So we have both
Tense
runners now.
situations.
Both runners now into the key split here. Speff about one level ahead thanks to that triple delivery, but actually doesn't save all that much time relative to just the standard deliveries.
Yep.
So no key on 1-2 we hope for Speff, and this is nice. He'll stop for some paste from this giant spider here. It's going to cost him both a bomb and a rope. Meanwhile, Krill finds an easy key at the start of 1-2.
Yeah, I want to say that could definitely be the deciding factor since they're both super even. Krill got a really nice key. We'll see. We'll see though. Still a lot of race left, and hopefully Krill just didn't, or hopefully Speff didn't miss the key. I'm pretty sure he didn't. Yeah, we got it here in 1-4. It's also a good key actually, so he did have to waste some time looking around the other two levels, but if he can pick up a bomb bag, he'll be able to do a super fast Olmec. I think that's what his plan was with the paste, but we'll see if he's able to hang on to enough resources to make use of the paste.
Sure, and Dead as Restless means he'll also be looking for a cape? No? Oh, he does go for it, okay.
Yeah, that's totally worth it.
This is going to be huge in the ice caves.
Yeah, that's going to help him out quite a bit. Definitely good of him to notice that before exiting.
Also, a neat thing by Speff, he grabs the key very close to the exit, and he jumps for safety to make sure that he has successfully picked up the key. I don't think we've seen it very often this tournament, but
probably a good idea at such a late phase. I know I've seen some runners pause just briefly to make sure they're holding it, because we had a race one time. Shin picked up a rock that it usually does not have priority over the key, but it did. So
a quick couple of resources for Speff. He gained a lot of gold at the bottom of that snake pit on 1-3 or 1-4. He uses it to buy both spike shoes for the ice cave and a couple of extra ropes. So again, he's going to be able to go down really quickly in the ice caves.
There's a vampire.
Okay.
I think he's going to go for it.
Okay.
I think he wants to stomp it one more time.
So this makes sense.
Yeah, that's smart.
So don't go down that hole though? Okay.
He'll be
See
okay.
if he can handle it better than Chocolate Cake does, and he does.
Yeah, it was it wasn't as risky as it looked. He just and he knew what he had to do with the trigger there.
Yep.
Cakes had a little bit more going on, but
Krill has survived more of these
whoa.
than I can count in this tournament. But a rock hits him. He's still alive though. Doesn't lose the key. Meanwhile, losing a little bit of time to Speff, who is now going to be exiting 3-3.
Yeah, I would say Spef is equipped to continue through the Olmec Split 2,
Yeah.
and Krill probably isn't, I would
Yeah.
say, but I don't know.
Well, that also means that Krill has a chance to exit through the mothership, but he is down to only one bomb, so he'll need a little bit of help to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
But we have a key delivery by Spef, and he will in fact continue on the run. No,
I think that was the right call there. Whoa,
yeah.
that Hawkman just like fell through stunned.
Mhm.
Good bomb there on the mummy. Wow.
And
That
Krill
was
will also deliver the
pretty
key.
troll, 4-1. Okay.
So will Krill continue? I
What a
think the
great
cape
race.
might be enough, but no, he does reset. Okay, pure
Yeah,
temple
I
shortcut
agree
for
with that
Krill.
decision, too.
Yeah.
This cape's going to help, but being on 2 HP and no bombs, I think, was kind of rough. These layouts that
Yeah. He sees the exit though. And he will not bomb through. Okay, so he's going to save as many bombs as he can for Olmec.
couple extra bombs there for Krill.
Okay, so Krill can do safe strats. Spev cannot just yet.
Oh, finally, a hopefully decent temple layout here for
Okay,
Spef.
he will go for this crate if it's... Okay, no, it's not bombs. If it was bombs, he could just do a cascade. He sees another...
Krill's temples were not super generous either.
Sure. So Spef entering Olmec first. We'll see if he whips out some, I guess for lack of a better word, butt strats on
Yep, where you
Olmec?
put the paste bombs on Olmec's underside. He's done
Oh,
them
wow.
before.
That's a neat little play by him. I don't think it broke a full layer, so it didn't result in anything.
No, he knows how to do a lot with 3 bombs and paste, so
Sure.
there was probably some thinking behind that. I would not blame him for not using bombs here, though. Yeah, this is the right move.
Okay. So no spawns at the end here?
Wow, look at that time.
Whew.
I think that's... Wow, and Krill's right there. What a race.
Yeah, excellent time for both runners. Krill whips out the 2 bombs at the top here.
Yeah, we'll see if Krill manages an Olmec victory.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we get
Wow.
a troll spawn
That
at
was
the
so
bottom
troll.
here.
I
So,
hope he knew that Spef had finished so he didn't feel bad.
so you told me when we were racing that he wasn't going to have the stream open, but he might have a notification from SRL. I'm not really sure.
Oh, yeah, they're doing the SRL races, so...
But we'll keep it on Krill for now.
Yeah.
And just
So I think
gonna-
that 18:07, I think that might be the second best time of the tournament. It might be the third and possibly fourth. I know Mazrak had a really fast one, but very close to the sub 18.
And I'm just going to spend a little bit of time in the challenge bracket. We have a victory by Spef. And that does set up our grand final between DT and Spef. Again, we're going to still watch and cheer for Krill. He either may or may not know if he has lost this race so far.
Yeah, third place. I mean, he was a returning champion. Getting third place is still fantastic.
He knocked out some really prestigious runners as well.
Yes.
All right, so down to only 2 ropes, 3 HP. Couple
I think
nasty.
it'll be okay.
Yeah, the spawns are all at the top. The trouble is when they come down
Okay.
under Yama or under Olmec, sorry. But okay, we get a sub 20.
Super close.
So excellent race by
That
both
would have
runners.
won a lot of races.
Yeah, congrats to Spef for advancing and making it back to
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
upper
What a
bracket.
race.
And I will unfortunately have to pull Krill and pull up DT. DT. Let's see if he's going already.
So there won't be a penalty for being the one from the lower bracket. So Spef won't have any kind of penalty for this match. It's just straight best of 3.
Yep. The advantage was to not have to go through the lowest bracket and face runners
Yeah.
like
Not have
Krill.
to work your way back up.
Yeah, not trivial.
But he does have to beat T twice. But T also has to beat Spef twice, so. For the longest time, I thought that little icon of T's was an eggplant, but it's not.
Yeah, it's a little...
It's like a character from...
I'll move these cards just a little bit out of the way so you can see that.
Yeah, I thought that was an eggplant for the longest time.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a little animal of some sort.
Yeah, it's like a little toy, I think.
Yeah, we can enhance. See if this breaks the stream. Just waiting to hear. Spef might need a break for water. DT's got a stream set up, but
T doesn't have a tutorial.
I think he's
I'm
been
sure
in
he's
the
done
tutorial
some.
before. So
Yeah,
at least once or twice.
I think he's done some sub 120s. Yeah, enhance. It looks almost like a bird. He told us in the Discord recently.
Alright, so Spef has gotten his drink of water. I'm going to go try to find the runners in the SRL room so I can know when they'll be taken off. But it looks like we're going to have a pretty quick start. Just a reminder, guys, you can look at the bracket as it stands. You can make predictions on the final race. Who's going to take it, DT or Spef?
Yeah, this is another one that's just impossible to call.
Yeah, both runners looking so strong.
So this is the second time T's been in the final two.
Mm-hmm.
He was our second place runner from last year. And Spef subbed in for striker, and I believe he got fourth.
That sounds
So
right.
he has a
yeah.
lot of experience late in these two. Actually, he might have got third. He might have gotten third, yeah.
Spef is readied up in game, so just waiting on DT. You never know whether the warm-up will help or if...
Yeah, I mean, we've had... T did one race today, too, so...
Okay,
It was these two, yeah, and they both had a fantastic time on it.
so we have both runners readying up in SRL, and I will take down the player cards, but they are off, just waiting to see them take off in-game. And we'll have a race very shortly. DT with a slight edge in terms of Twitch lag. And I will sync them up.
Cool. Yeah, an important note is they started at actually the same time. It's just a little bit of stream lag. Because they're in an SRL room, I think.
That's right.
There
Alright,
we go.
so we should be pretty much synced. And, alright. DT versus Spef, the grand finals. Let's do this.
Pretty awesome. I mean, this has been the most exciting day for me, I think. Some of the first days were too. Yeah, this has been a really fantastic tournament.
So Spef pulling out all the strats on 0-1. DT messing up one of the bombs. He'll grab that later. No real time loss here. But yeah, this is looking good for Spef. He saved his best tutorial for the grand finals. I want to see how aggressive he does at the bottom of 0-3 here. So early bomb drop. He does drop down with a
Wow.
bomb. And then jumps into the
Very
exit.
aggressive.
So yeah, this is great. Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy watching him go for the tutorial record and then eventually get it. It was pretty awesome.
Let's see what
Mine
this
used a
is.
teleporter too, so that's just how crazy Steph is at the tutorial.
So he gets a low 117. I'm pretty sure that beats my PB.
Wow.
And
Beats
another,
most people's.
yeah, a fast time for DT as well. About at 126 or so. So about 10 seconds. Spef is going to end up being about one level ahead of DT here, but again, this is just just for height mainly. Maybe putting a little bit of pressure onto his opponent as well.
Yeah, I wonder what their nerves are like in this situation. I think both of them are pretty calm about racing this game. I think they're both pretty relaxed. I think they're probably just more excited than nervous.
Mm-hmm. So DT maybe cutting a second off of Spef's lead, but still Spef a little bit under full level ahead. About 30 seconds into 1-4, so if this was a slightly better level, he would have had a sub 40. Unfortunately, he got kind of a zigzag and the worst chimney exit here. But still, 48-second mines for the first split for Spef. Meanwhile, DT is, again, made up about 2 seconds compared to that tutorial, so about an 8-second lead for Spef here.
Right, a question in chat that I wanted to confirm is Spef's not at a disadvantage right now against T. He doesn't have to win any extra times. The disadvantage was having to climb up through the losers bracket. Some double elimination tournaments do it differently. We talked about it kind of extensively in the Discord, and you know, there are a lot of different opinions. This was just kind of the one we settled on.
So Spef again still about one level ahead.
Did I say a losers bracket again?
Possibly.
It's not. They're not losers at all.
I'm just joking about caring. Yeah, there are winners and losers in races. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
I was actually just having a little bit of fun with, you know, everyone's a winner.
We have Jake rooting for T. All right.
Okay. Battle lines are drawn.
I was gonna say I should root for Spef then, but I'm like a lot closer friends to Spef too, and I think he is a very, very slight underdog in this.
Yeah.
But I'm not even sure on that though, because his ASO time beats T, and Spef's a more active runner right now, so I don't know. Because I would have rooted for the underdog, I think, but I don't think there is an underdog. I keep going over it in my head and I can't.
By the way, Spef just slightly ahead on levels, but he only has 600 gold from that first pot at the beginning. DT managed to collect all 10,000 gold on his first level, so...
Oh wow, he'll be able to blaze through.
Yeah, probably slight advantage for DT, of course. Because he is has all the money, he doesn't have to look down as much as Spef, so probably will be able to play a little bit riskier.
Right. Spef's got this compass, which if he can hold it into the 2-bomb delivery, that could really help.
Yeah, very useful. He's also on a pretty good pace for money. Maybe a little bit behind where he would want to be.
Only a small gap between these guys right now. I think half a level. I think Spef's going into 1-4 here. He does need some money though.
Yep.
That emerald will help, surprisingly.
So he needs a duped gold pile here, which he doesn't get. Plus, okay, one more gold.
I want to say he's one of the more consistent dupers too.
Okay, he needs a little more gold.
He's in a Curticus situation.
The 9900.
Yeah.
And
which is just troll to get into. I mean, I wasn't making fun of Kurt.
Yeah, this lets DT take a bit of a lead here. DT also did manage to snag some extra bombs, so looking good for him on this split as well. Spef has a compass, but only one bomb to spare here.
So an interesting note from T is you can see how he's using the ropes to speed things up. He's down to 1 already here in 2-3. It's a continuation. It's the double delivery, so he's been doing it in the mines, but it's something he's very good at.
Yeah, if you know the rules of level generation, you usually can't get trapped in the jungle. That's really more of an ice cave phenomenon, so totally safe to burn all of your ropes. You could have a blocked off level because of a tiki trap usually, but...
Yeah, it's pretty rare. Sometimes a beehive that you would really like to avoid going through.
But okay, so DT will make his delivery. Spef just a couple of seconds behind here, but also finishes. That compass, I think, was helpful in pulling back this lead that DT had. But yeah, still just a couple seconds apart.
Yeah, these last few races from these guys have been really consistent. That time these two faced each other earlier today, Spef's time would have won in the majority of cases.
Mhm.
T just had that sub 18,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous.
Yep. Someone has to win.
Yeah,
That's the story.
yeah. I mean, second place is fantastic. So I think either of them will be happy.
Alright, so both runners in 2-2. DT again, just a couple seconds ahead. Both runners have plenty of resources to make this delivery.
So the grand finals last year were Krillin versus T.
Okay,
Spef,
yeah.
I want to say he got third. He subbed in like towards the later end of the tournament. He had lost a match, maybe two, before that. As you can see from this tournament, though, he's progressed since then. He was a relatively new runner back then.
Yeah. Okay, we get a beehive for Spef. That's blocked
it's
off.
blocked. Holy
and
cow.
this is death for
That-
him.
I don't know if we've seen that yet as brutally bee trolled.
Yeah.
This BM will help a little bit, but yeah, that was 2-4, I think.
It was either 2-4 or 2-3. I'm not sure. Probably 2-4 actually.
That was a nice save for T.
Yeah.
So another thing to note is if Spef loses this race, and I'm just putting that out there as a hypothetical since he's behind right now, it'll put a lot of pressure on Spef, but he's not out of it. Because it's best of 3 for the finals here.
So DT already on the shotgun split gets a pretty interesting shot that has a couple of extra resources, and I wouldn't underrate that parachute for the ice caves. We'll see if he's able to...
That's true. On one of my old AS+O PBs, I think it was a record at the time, a parachute saved my life on the key split. It was pretty funny.
You said that might not be your current world record, but it was your PB at some point?
Yeah, I think it was the 16:22, I want to say, but I'm not positive. It might actually be this one. It's been a long time.
Okay, so Spef does finish off his rope split. A little unfortunate for him that it took him 2 tries, but he will advance to the jungle split. Things like a jetpack could get him right back in here. We could get a
super troll 2-4 there for T. He handled it. Those rushing waters can sometimes do that to you. Luckily, he was able to carve out a path above the Exekeeper, and the Exekeeper was stunned, so that helped.
So DT will actually reset with a couple of extra resources, plus that critical parachute. He's going to play it a little bit safer.
That was a good idea, I think. I think they know where each other is at, and this will save him aggro on this whole section here. So
that's right. I didn't actually see if he got the items on 2-2 or 2-1, but he potentially could have maybe gotten de-aggro.
Well, the problem there was the Executor was right on the exit.
Oh, okay. So
you know what though? I think you can it might only work on treetops where you can run into him and you'll take a damage and you can iframe while he's still stunned. But I think that might only work when they're stunned on treetops.
So critical moment in the race. Beth finds a shotgun in 2-4. It was looking pretty grim for him.
Oh,
but
wow.
Yeah, he'll be able to make it out. He has also a couple extra resources. So DT in 3-4 now, and we'll see if Spef tries to catch up with these extra bombs. Okay, so he will take a couple of risks.
Holy.
Something happened on T's?
He was just, yeah.
Okay.
He was waiting to avoid a Yeti, and then when he jumped, a landmine went off, and he landed.
Dear.
The safe tile he landed on was another landmine, so some good reactions there. Looks like he's going for... Yeah, he did the reset real quick to do the 3-rope delivery. He's on a good pace. He's not on as good a pace as he was for his previous race, but neither is Spef. They're both still on a good pace, though. And Spef, I think he's
down to 3 ropes, which is possibly going to be relevant when he considers a mothership entrance.
Yeah, this will be interesting. I don't really know what the best play will be here. He's got that aggro.
Yeah, very good timing for him on that exit. Jumps on the shopkeeper's head.
Yeah, that's safe very often, but every once in a while, the shopkeeper does a weird pivot and just like grabs you, but it's pretty rare.
So he once again gets the wrong side mothership, but is able to just jump across the top of the level. So still keeping that triple delivery alive. Meanwhile, DT one level away from making his own triple rope delivery. So
Hey, Twiggle. Yeah, it's best of 3.
yep. So the mothership is what divides these runners right now. If Speff is able to make this, then he'll
Yeah,
be right
this
back
is
in there.
it's a tough mothership situation to be in.
Mhm.
Just the, like I keep referencing, the elevators you don't want to see. You want to see bounce pads.
Okay, you can't use a rope here, which makes this exit a lot more treacherous.
So he got Diago.
He did get.
Think-
Oh!
Wow.
Yeah, I was wondering
That,
if he was going to use some bombs there, but okay, big decision. Will he go for the double delivery? He does not. He'll
Well,
enter the mic.
So what
ahead.
he's basically hoping for is for T to have an Olmec death. Really could even it up again.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
it's
enough.
One split.
Yeah.
So this is probably a good decision, I would say. If he opted to go for the Twiggle strats, as we had called it, he might have been able to catch up, but
Sure.
you know, you'd need like a jetpack to really make any significant time up there.
So we got an early key for DT. That's going to take some of the pressure off of him.
Yeah, so far it's looking good for T. He's got those, you know, he knows all the items really well, but it can be disconcerting to get a hold of spring boots on like a low percent run. So when it's the only item you have, it can make you feel a little bit off your game sometimes.
So this is a
But-
little ethy run. If you
Yeah, little athlete percent.
if you track the meme runs,
Athlete percent.
low percent except you have spring shoes, ideally from 1-1.
They're better. They're better. It's just a situation not in that much. So
All right, we need a straw poll in Twitch chat. Is it ethy or effy?
well, I think Ethy probably because of Ethan, right? I just
yeah.
say it out loud in my head.
There's also, when he's acting a little bit funny, little methy. So
Yeah,
it
that's
doesn't quite
that's
rhyme.
That's the bad one. I worry about that one.
Okay, tricky boomerang guy, but really nice
Wow.
bomb toss or
That was great.
key toss.
He just did it with full confidence too.
And actually saving a couple of jumps there thanks to the spring shoes. So bounding up
Yeah.
to the exit in one leap is.
The spring boots definitely help.
Yep. They're faster. They're also even fast. They're also faster with the jetpack. Believe it or not, you can jump into the air, and for example, on the Yama fight, you can shave off, I think, almost a
That's
second.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good observation. I think we talked about that one time. If you, I was just wondering what he was doing with Chubb Scott there. But if you if you have to kill one of the big guys at the end, though, the spring boots can rocket you
Of
up.
course, if you're
But,
down below 4 bombs.
Yeah, optimally you'll have spring boots and enough bombs to go up to his head.
Yeah.
But yeah, some tricky jungles here for T. We get to see him make use of that mechanic Speff showed off earlier, which was teetering and dropping a rope to give it some distance, and it kept it away from that tiki trap. This is like a rough jungle, man.
Okay,
Like, I feel bad that T's getting these levels, but it's also making the race a little closer, so that's always
Sure.
fun.
So quick race update. We do have Speff finding the key on 1-4. Unfortunately, he's down to 1 HP. Really good resources otherwise, and so he'll probably start to look for some damsels, although falling behind DT is going to put the pressure on. Okay, possible bomb opportunities here, but again, he's probably looking for some damsels to make the earlier stages a little bit, the later stages a little bit more easy, a little bit safer.
Yeah, even 1 more HP is just a million times better than being on
Yeah.
Polo Optimal HP.
So DT getting a little bit lost in the mothership here, and sorry, the ice caves. Go in the mothership. I want to see it. I love that level. Okay.
You could put up the mothership theme.
I'm afraid to do that.
Oh, because it messes things up.
So
Yeah.
the deal is I have like 20 different backgrounds that I can use in the race, layout, and I picked
Oh no! that was a tough situation to be in, but now we have a huge lead reversal for that super late death. It was a tough situation to be in. He did the right move at first, but then did just a little jump, which got him the death there. It just got more interesting.
Yeah, remember, Spef is still at 1 HP, so I would not say this is safe by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I mean, whoa.
I got wrecked by a snail as it was dying, and luckily it doesn't happen to Spef.
The
Okay,
post-mortem bubbles. Okay, so
again, nice little thing that's happened. T does get either a score seed that he can just ditch this tournament for, or another way of catching up to Spef. Again, if Spef were to take 1 damage in the next 3 levels, then we'd have a huge reversal, just like we just saw with Krill going down. Okay.
With T, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all good.
So I was actually watching
Long
Spef's
day.
screen, and he had the opportunity to deliver a quick damsel, and decides that the speed is more important to him at this point. Same thing again with another damsel, and just says
Wow,
no
yeah.
thank you. So
Well, he's
really,
only got a couple levels left.
yeah.
He probably noticed T got the jetpack, and if he does take his Spef does take his time here, T could catch up. I mean, he's I'm trying to follow both of them at
Yeah,
once. 'Cause-
yeah. So DT going much faster thanks to the jetpack.
Yeah.
And he's also playing from behind. Spef is going to also go across, so he's thinking about resetting here, and that means he's going to have a much safer exit here, just bombing through the mothership.
Absolutely, yeah. Great decision there.
Yeah, pace makes it extra
Okay,
safe. Okay, very
speed
smart
delivery.
play. Okay, alright. So Spef will get the first crack at the temple, have to reset to get to the shortcut. Meanwhile, DT gets a compass, making his run even faster. So probably just about a minute lead for Spef here, and the temple's going to be more difficult.
Right. Coho in chat makes a good point. One Olmec death could even this up, really.
I would say even less than that.
Yeah. It'll. Yeah, especially since he's got the jetpack. T's got the jetpack. I think he got a hold of a compass too. That was a really nice pickup. So that oh my,
Oh,
just
so we-
that Yeti, dude. What on earth?
So
That was pretty troll, but
tricky
that's
Lance.
a risk you take when you get aggro. But who's going to skip a jetpack? You know,
Of course.
on the
So
key split.
tricky layouts for Spef. He does use another one of his bombs for another little tunnel to the exit of 4-2. So one more stage in the temple for Spef before he gets to fight Olmec. Meanwhile, DT already in 3-2. Looks like it's a dead shopkeeper at the bottom of 3-3.
Scary.
And
That
Spef
mummy.
gets... You always like to
Does
see...
T have some bombs?
he's
He's got 4.
only 4 bombs. He's passed up a couple of crates, but still a much faster fight than Spef will be able to do in this
This
case.
4-3, dude.
Yeah.
25-second Kali pit, due to troll stuff happening. It's pretty
Yeah.
rare, but it does happen.
Very direct
pretty rare
exit
for
on
Kali Pit to be
4-1
that
for
bad.
DT. And we'll have Spef taking a first crack at Olmec here. He's down to only 1 bomb, so he'll have to use either go above for more resources, or no, okay.
He's doing the swag bomb strat, the cold strat.
Yep, fast strats. He does have 4 HP, which means...
Did you see that move by T?
Yeah.
I love watching these guys play. He just had to deal with a shopkeeper, a mummy, and also do an arrow whip.
Really good ropes by Spef. Oh no!
Oh,
D goes
no.
down. All right, so we got one more level for DT here. He has not enough resources to do a truly safe strat, but he'll have time to go above Olmec to get more resources. This mummy is going to slow him down a little bit, and
Yeah, I
Spef is
think
going.
he'll basically get one crack at it too.
Yeah.
Whoa, those bullets.
Wow. All right, so we'll see what DT does. He still has a 1 level lead on Spef here.
I
Luckily,
thought that was the exit subroom too.
yeah.
That's what Spef thought.
Yeah, and Spef gets stunned, but it was right underneath, right after the thwomp, so he doesn't die.
Bomb. Okay, I thought that rock might be a problem.
Yeah, he even picks it
He
up
saw
to...
it. He's gonna get it crushed. Yeah.
Very
I used
efficient
to
plays
see
by
Kirk.
DT. Okay, 2 bombs at the bottom here, And DT
Okay.
will make it out. So we
That
have our-
was back and forth so many times.
Yeah.
Wow.
So race 1 goes to DT.
Winning a race with a late key death.
Ah.
Very nicely done.
So we'll be happy to watch Speff in his attempt number 2 on Olmec. Again, these runners are not eliminated. This is just a 1-game lead for DT here.
Yep, that's right. So now the ball is in T's court. Let's see if Speff pulls off an Olmec win here.
Wow. He actually pulls off a 5-bomb Olmec. I'm not really sure where he got that first one from, but very solid finish. Only 35 seconds behind DT.
Yeah, wow. Actually didn't realize it was going to be that close. I thought Speff had a couple tempo levels left, but he did that super fast Olmec.
Alright, so just chatting with both runners. They're more than welcome to take a couple minutes and get more water, take a restroom break, whatever you guys need. But yeah, what a race. What a race. As you mentioned, a late key death for DT, but still had enough of a lead to pull it back after Speff died on his first Olmec. Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how the key death happened. Oh yeah, he jumped on spikes. It was all those ice cave levels and the nice. I like the oh cool. That can count as our victory thingy.
Mm-hmm.
But there were a lot of bad levels for T on the key split that he died on. Not so much on the one with the jetpack, but there was a really rough one at the end.
Yeah. Again, just great races by both runners.
Yeah, this is great.
This is what we were hoping for when we set up this tournament. Some really good races.
Yep.
I'm working on another indicator for Speff's side of the equation.
Oh, wonder what you'll come up with.
Well, he needs to film first, but... Alright. So, still haven't heard from either runner if they're ready to go or not. Alright, we're professional. That's roughly equal in size. Alright, looks like DT has made a new room. I'm gonna jump in the SRL room and... Okay, so both runners have joined the SRL race room, and I've let them know that they can start anytime they feel ready. Both runners have now readied up, and now we're getting a 10-second countdown in-game. How many words do you type per minute? So it sounds like I type faster than I do because it's a loud keyboard, but something like
It's kind of cool though. Like sounds like you're busy doing things behind the scenes. I think it adds to the production value.
Something like 120. I don't know. I haven't tested in a while.
That seems pretty high.
The typing speedrunner. Oh, we got a start by both runners. So DT.
All right. Let's see if Speff pulls off some of his crazy tutorial strats again.
Yeah. Oh, look at these synced pages. I love it. Speff using...
So I wonder, what's that?
I was saying, it looks like... Did Speff take a different route this time?
I was watching T's there.
Okay. I think he went the top bomb route at the beginning of 0-1 last time. But he's still whipping out those really fast bomb grabs. Kind of a signature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
when you see that, you know it's a keyboard player, unless they're doing those different kind of bindings like we talked about.
Sure.
Just
Oh, by the
different
way,
button mappings.
during my race, Jake was trash talking the Wii U Pro, and
Oh,
both runners using a couple extra bombs, but it's only going to cost Speff because he had to go back to buy some more. DT had grabbed a bomb bag earlier, and so we get a slightly faster tutorial for DT this time. Maybe a second or so faster.
yeah, so you can do like different fingerings, and based on if you use auto run on a controller, you can still do the fast bomb pickups, but there's still a little hang up in it with the way I do it. I can't like do it while I'm moving.
Oh, okay.
I can do it on ice, which is like the only time it really matters in game. It matters for the tutorial, but it never really matters on normal layouts. Maybe one of these guys will find out a way to make use of it though, as opposed to just being a little bit more not just flashy, but you don't have to worry about picking the bomb up so much. But yeah, I never worried too much about that not working on controller very well.
Sure.
So we have T. Oh yeah, Jake's mentioning the ice thing. Yeah, I try to bring that up to people. Raptor does it too. Sometimes when you want to get in the mothership, you have to drop the bomb and pick it up at the same time, or your bomb will just slide off the edge of the ice sometimes.
So DT DT tries to bomb through to the exit of 1-4. Would have saved him about 5 or 6 seconds, but he was a little bit late, missed the hole to bomb it, and he'll lose that time. So falling maybe 6-7 seconds behind Speff, but no big deal. They're both on the one rope split. Important thing is no deaths this early. Hey Twiggle.
Yep. So I think at this point, most of us are probably hoping for a Speff to get one win.
I can think of at least one person who doesn't. but yeah, I want to see some races.
Yeah, if it came down to the very final race, that would be pretty hype. But this could be the final race.
Yep.
You know, T has beaten Speff twice so far in this tournament. Speff hasn't beaten T. He's pulled off a bunch of times that would beat some times T got, but just not in the right two races yet.
Oh, Speff down to one rope here. A little bit of a misclick, but this 30.
So T he's currently undefeated.
Yeah, that's right.
That's crazy.
By the way, that was a 35-second seed for DT.
Nice.
He also finds a visible black market at the start, so he'd probably like to be on a hell run right now, but unfortunately he has to reset in this tournament and attempt the 10K gold split.
Yeah, we've I think that's Saturn on the Moss ranking count there. A couple people have access to it, but we're going to be doing an announcement after this, so be sure to stick around.
This is an announcement for an announcement.
All right.
There may be a third layer of announcement. Oh, this is okay. This is cool.
Yeah.
So we're getting the both a jetpack and a Matic potentially for
Holy.
Live. Okay, so
Wow.
we do have a slight error in the robbery.
Well,
I think
it's
he
1-2, you know.
I think he meant to
wanted
pick up Matic, and
Yeah.
he didn't, and the shopkeeper was able to revive and knock him out.
I think it would be really cool for T to go undefeated, but it would also be really nice for it to come down to the wire. So I don't know. I can't root one way or the other again.
So we got a delivery for DT, and he has a couple of extra resources, or at least one extra HP, and he's going to continue on into the 2 bomb split. Meanwhile, Speff low on gold and also still working on 1-3 here.
Yeah, I hope he's not discouraged, you know. As we saw in the last race, the lead can shift dramatically in an instant.
Yeah.
And he's only he could make this time up just from getting slightly better levels too, so.
So looking for an idol potentially. A Skin is Crawling is also a great place to get extra gems.
Yeah, that's right. I think most players.
9900. Oh no! 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 Okay,
Okay.
so 1 HP. He will have to reset,
Okay.
most likely,
Okay.
and he makes it out.
Huh.
All right.
We're good.
Meanwhile, DT somehow into 2-4 black market on the 2-bomb split, and we will get a reset by Spef. Wow. All right. So DT makes his first jungle delivery. We'll start on the 2-rope split. So we're a full split difference between the two runners right now.
Yeah, that's a good point Suspense has in chat. We just get to see more races if it comes down to a third one too.
Sure.
And you know, all the races are fun to watch, but some of these ones towards the end are just crazy.
Oh, black market for Spef, but it would have taken both of his bombs to get into, so he'll skip it.
Would have been good on a low percent run, just so
Mhm.
you could do low hell. I mean, but yeah,
Definitely.
no use for it there.
DT not slowing down at all despite having the lead. He's going to move into 2-3 as well. So again, about almost a full split ahead of Spef at this point. Spef is going to be exiting the level a little bit faster, and that's why it isn't quite a full split behind.
Yeah, that's right.
So 2-4 for both runners. And Spef
Smart bomb.
Yeah, very
for Spef.
nice. Very, very good for Spef to slow down there. It only costs him a
Yeah.
second or so to be careful about those bubbles.
Yeah, you don't want to die on a 2-4. Really accurate boomerang whip there for DT. Some of those can get really confusing when there's multiple boomerang guys or boomerang guys at a distance, but he handled it well.
Yep. So DT also onto the shotgun split now.
Spef moving pretty fast here. And yeah, T had another sub 8 into the shotgun.
Yeah, really putting the pressure on here. Got to keep in mind that when you see runners make mistakes, they're realizing that they're against a really fast opponent, and that's going to cause them to just push it a little bit, and occasionally that will lead to some unfortunate deaths.
Yeah, there's been very, very few actual like errors in these races all throughout today.
Oh, thanks, Kenny. We get a black market on 2-3 for DT. This is perfect, exactly what he wants going into the... Wow, what was that text in chat? But this is what he wants. He wants a shotgun here. Looks like he's gonna...
Suspense is just talking about the
Okay.
like how people burn ropes and bombs on a lot of the splits because they're not as important
Yeah, good observation.
as they are in like a low percent run. Yep. So we'd like to see, well, T
Wow.
in particular would like to see a jetpack in here. Really nice, accurate Ankh keeper robbery.
So Spef gets a faster shop to rob. It's got all the resources he needs, of course, a shotgun and a compass. So
Yeah, that's actually a really good point that I don't think we've touched on throughout the tournament. Actually, when you're going for like super fast AS+O times, it's way better to just get a shop as opposed to a black market, but a really good shop, because when you get a black market, the robbery takes a whole lot of time.
possible cape as well.
Possible jetpack. Is he? I don't know. I think I would have went for that one, but
Yeah, he does have. Oh wow. I just
nice. Get it? Oh.
okay. So
I wouldn't call that a mistake. I just
Yeah.
think I would have went for the jetpack. Maybe just out of comfort, though.
yeah, both runners
Ooh,
opting
scary
not
exit
to.
there for Spef.
Both runners opting not to go for extra mobility items.
That's right. Yeah, they're just trying to move fast in the moment.
Yep. Oh, bit of
Scary
damage
drop
here.
there for Spef.
Okay, Spef makes the shotgun delivery. DT a couple levels ahead. Notably, DT does have the Ankh,
Yeah,
so even if
that's
something
a
goes
good
wrong.
point. Yeah.
Okay, we got a psychic presence for Spef now, so he will go for it. All right, so differences in strategies could result in some real race outcomes here.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
He's
think.
got the bombs for it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. That was smart.
Yep, can't say much about
Maneuvering
that.
the ghost so much gives him that ability.
So
Yeah, I see him run under the ghost a lot, so he definitely knew how to handle that there.
Spef 2 levels behind, but again, he'll be able to.
Whoa! That was unfortunate. That was the very rare shopkeeper grabbing you out of that exit. It normally just bounce on his head like we've seen pretty much every other time in the tournament. I wonder if T knows he has a little bit of a lead here. Probably. He's doing some safe moves here, which are smart. He's having to cook a lot of weird bombs for shopkeepers.
Yeah. Again,
I
notably,
mean,
he does have an Ankh though.
Yeah, so he'll be fine. I think I saw like a bullet. I think a bullet might have bounced off the force field. I could be wrong.
More bad luck for Spef. So he gets a really tough wet fur level. And
yeah,
good use of a UFO. He's unfortunately down to 1 HP. he had a parachute, I believe.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened with the parachute, but
yeah, it was
like at the last second.
Just like a sub-pixel parachute duration. Anyhow, Detail will deliver the 3 ropes.
Really good pace, especially for the mobility that was on the seat. He basically just did that with cloves. You know, I mean, he could have went for the jetpack, but I think he just showed us that it probably would have taken longer if he took the jetpack route there.
Yeah.
Because that's a really nice time.
Alright, so Spef does make his first delivery, and another big decision about whether he's going to take the rope split. He already has accessed the ice cave shortcut, so he will continue with that. I think that's one of the difference makers in this decision. If you're already queued up to go into the ice caves, then it makes more sense to continue on with it.
Yeah, I feel like we saw more runners going for the ropes and key delivery last year. We haven't been seeing it a whole lot this year.
So DT looking around for some resources. Still no key yet, but my god. So Diagro Jetpack is the dream for the key split. And
all right, we're gonna have a world record at the end, apparently.
Yeah. Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
So the only thing that could go wrong for him in the mines would be not finding a key?
Yeah, I think he looked around that level.
He's probably still safe.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to compete with the setup T has going right now, but Spef could still take this.
Yeah, by the way, he just finished his rope delivery, so he's only, looks like 3 levels behind DT.
That's true. T's spending a fair amount of time in the mines here. He kind of had to, though. You know, you don't want to miss the key.
And we've found it in 1-4. He went through
but yeah, just level generation alone could push Spef ahead, honestly. Ooh, don't get hit by the bat.
Okay, 3 damage for DT.
Yeah, he's gonna need an HP, I would say.
Yeah, we saw the damsel at the top of this level, so he'll look for it later.
Whoa, I thought he was delivering a peak. It was just like so out of habit to think that was about to happen, but he's not doing that.
Alright, so Spef looks around a little bit. No key on
the 1 HP, man, this is scary. It was an off-screen arrow trap, you know, he was trying not to go crazy fast either. Because I think he knew he was in a good situation, but yeah,
so we got
off-screen.
Oh, we got a key level for Spef here, and he's checking okay, it's right under the shop.
Okay.
It's gonna take...
Yeah, it'll take a little bit of time to get to, but he's doing it in a safe way, which is good. You don't want to aggro the shopkeepers. We're seeing how nice these exits are for T without aggro here. That frog kind of scares me.
Oh everything scares me.
If that... too many moments.
Ooh, there's a black market there for DT. That could have made it a little bit safer, but still on 1 HP.
This is good.
Yeah.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, not quite 50.
That skeleton.
Oh, okay, we
No, bees? What? Okay, he's good with his whip.
I don't see any fish. Do you see any fish?
No. Skeleton, though, and their hitboxes in the water are like 5 or 6 tiles for some reason. It's a neat mechanic, actually. Whoa, almost Tiki Man.
All right, so
Beth there.
couple level lead. Oh, we got a damsel shop.
Yes, so. Oh, can you buy?
Oh, a
You
little
couldn't
bit
afford a
short.
kiss. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. He was only a couple hundred short or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna make him feel a lot more comfortable for these last few levels.
By the way, Speff into 2-3, so not too far behind.
Yeah, you know, an Olmec death I think would even this, right?
Yeah.
And being as T has the jetpack, I believe he'll
He's got to risk it, right?
yeah, he won't reset. I'm pretty sure. 2 HP is scary, but you know, you can always pick up a damsel pretty easily with this is
Yeah.
Sticky Village, man. It's the worst kind you can get. It's total zigzag.
Last level for
Only
DT.
thing that wasn't rude was the exit subroom.
So DT does
Right.
deliver the gold key, assuming he
1645. Wow.
pushes the right button, and he does. Speff 4 levels behind. And
Smart bomb there. That mummy jump was just a little bit too awkward. He's got 2 HP. I think
a little bit safer.
something that's interesting is we don't know if he's going to do safe strats. We'll see. I don't think I've seen T do safe strats yet. Ooh, scary jump there for Speff. Really well handled.
Look at this time, though.
Yeah, it's definitely sub 19, not
Not a
sub
world record
18.
anymore. But,
No, I mean, in addition to the items, you also. Oh,
okay, so we get a death.
okay.
Speff only 2 levels
Wow.
behind at this point to deliver the key.
Still,
And
still needs something to happen to T though.
he just needs like a late 4-1 death, and I think we're tied. Maybe a 4-2 death. But we're getting close.
He's being really careful here.
Okay, we get a 4-1 death.
Oh, whoa!
One more level for Speff
That's
here.
Spider in
Yeah.
the pot. Oh.
I believe if Speff doesn't get more resources, he will have to reset. And he will
Yeah.
take a mothership
Okay,
entrance.
yeah, this
so
is very
much
smart.
safer. He gets on one
Wow.
bomb.
Look
Alright,
at that
we are
hole that created. That was perfect. I mean, it was more than perfect. We got the both tiles perfect.
we are 1 level apart, but Speff does have to go back to the lobby to reset. Notably, DT is up to 7 bombs, so that safe strategy is definitely
Yeah, he's
still
only
in
got.
play.
That's right. That's right. Whoa! Barely missed that thwomp for Speff there. Nice mummy jump.
Very careful play.
Yeah, I mean, you really got to give it to these guys. They know when to risk it and when to play safe.
Okay, Speff moving on to 4-2. DT will get our first crack at Olmec. He does still have 6 bombs, but no such thing as safe strats in Spelunky. We've seen that a couple times this tournament. One little mistake with the bomb, and
Wow,
you
these
are
off-screen
toast.
thwomps. Speff's handling them really well.
Mhm.
A lot of those would crush me and many others.
Okay, DT full pulling
Okay,
Olmec over.
he's doing it. You can't blame him. Like this is like for the tournament. He just has to do
Sure.
a safe Olmec. You really can't blame him for that at all.
But
It's the right play, honestly.
Speff entering Olmec now.
Really? Wow. So if he did
And he
like
doesn't get the. Oh,
okay, he's good.
he corrects his cook, or his planted bomb. So a
It's
miss.
probably the first little bit of nerves we saw from T, but I think it's because he knows he's
Yeah.
about to win the tournament.
Yeah, well done.
Well done from both of these guys and everyone today.
And
Those
Speff.
races were crazy,
Yes.
especially I think DT and Speff's first race of the day, where Speff got like a 19 flat and T had the sub 18.
Mhm.
I think that
So-
might have been the highlight for me.
We'll watch Speff finish off Olmec here. Again, an amazing time for both runners. Just a little bit over 20 minutes for Speff.
Oh, yeah.
Gets Olmec on the first
Second.
try.
Second place for the whole tournament for Speff.
Whew.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, undefeated. T did not lose a match this whole tournament.
Just incredible.
I think he only lost one last tournament. The finals with Krill. But I can't quite remember if we had a lower bracket then.
Well, so GG to both runners. We have a couple more comments at the end of the stream. We'll also probably have
Yep.
someone to raid later, but a couple announcements. If I can get my hotkeys, this is always the fun part. Come on. Come on, game. I believe in you, PowerPoint. I can just manually pull up the slides if everything else fails.
We've got a slide in the works for.
Alright, so here we go.
Hey.
Alright.
I did not know about that picture.
So a couple quick announcements. The most important is Meowmix Mix will be at GDQX at TwitchCon 2018. He's going to be streaming live on the GDQ channel Saturday, October 27th. It's currently scheduled for 10:39 a.m. Eastern, but the schedule I've linked below will both tell you the time in your own time zone and also update as other runners finish their runs earlier or slower. So of course we have an artist's approximation of what that might look like at
I mean, it seems somewhat accurate, except
there's two meows.
He's also on the couch.
Other thing I want to bring up, we've gotten a lot of support from the Spelunky Show-like podcast. A really fun bunch of guys, so definitely check it out. Kenny and I were on episode 3, so if you want to listen to just one episode,
we've been listening to all of them too, and it's actually really good. Just having all the Spelunky focus has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. And the next announcement of a community event, I don't know a ton about it so far, but HP is putting together the Kapalo World Cup. The idea it's going to be a team competition with USA versus Team World. We're going to have a sign-up form circulating, hopefully in Twitch chat right now, but if not, look out on Discord and also Moss News. Our times are going to be an event on November 24th and 25th. That's going to be both a Saturday and a Sunday. And we're also going to have a last day of competition on December 1st. Importantly, you don't have to show up to all of the times because it is a team event. We're going to have a relay. Also, it's meant to be open to all skill levels. So if you think you're a slower runner, you're not used to competing, well, we'll match you with someone else who's comparable.
That's something that's going to be really interesting about this event is you could have some more than casual players, but like people who aren't crazy into the game that can have a chance if they get matched up with someone good. So
sure,
I've been talking to HB a lot about it. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and as you can see, HB just linked the sign up form. We'll probably do an announcement with that too.
Absolutely, yeah. There's going to be a ton of announcements. You're going to see me announce this Meowmix thing constantly.
We also need to do an announcement for the tourney winner.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And lastly, come on, every time. All right. This is my one way fixing it. Of course, thank you to everyone who participated in the tournament, the casters who've been with me for the last couple of weeks. We've had Beans, Elad, myself, Jake, Kenny, Cole, Tic-Tac-Foe, sorry, and Vlad. And then, of course, the 27 runners who participated. I'm not going to read all of your names, but you're forever embedded in this broadcast. Thanks to Saturnin for putting together all the overlays for this race, and he's been a support on Moss Ranking for these sorts of tournaments, and Twitch chat for fact-checking us. And as always, thanks to you, the player.
It's a nice little touch.
Yeah. So I believe we're going to be rating Kirby's stream right now. She's been doing quite a few score runs, and hopefully she's got a good one cooking for us. Hopefully going to climb that leaderboard, get that first 3 million. But thanks to everyone who tuned in, and yeah, go raid Kirby. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Kenny.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Iggs.